The moon has eclipsed. I'm a walking hieroglyph. The night of the dead is the day of the dawn, and to show you that spirits exist. The seeds of the mustard is planted. The holy of ghosts, that's the phantom. The zombies have risen from dirt, and the phoenix ignited and turned into ashes. Mystical creatures, I am the dragon. Wings of valor, flap with a passion. Fire, I spit it is molten like lava. The teeth in my mouth is as sharp as piranha, I feast. Necronomicon's calling and they all live inside of me. Dark side when I'm rapping, but my aura is the light. That's the balance that all y'all see. Go on, critique. The beast out his cage, the 13th devil, that's me. Anointed, the planet is mine for the taking, my nigga, I'm part of that meek. The scripture just said it, I'm only indebted. I gave you my word, so the oath is hermetic. You fucking on spices, my nigga, pathetic. I'ma just wreck it like Ralph in the second. The melanin knights, descendants of Christ. The sword is my tongue and I'm slaying the night. Decapitation, your head on a spike, and for all of the village to view it tonight. I'm brutally honest, the king is just spoken. I'm royalty, damn it, my face on a token. Conspiracy theories, no hocus pocus. The God is just risen through heights that's enormous. The soul is just gorgeous and heavenly carbonated, my lord. For he seeks the throne of balance. For you and I both know he already wields the sword of law. Any more infractions will cost us dearly. Time is not on our side. He has become nature herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Sending it in to Jimmy Lennon Jr. Welcome to the Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the co-main event of the evening. Brought to you by TGB Promotions, Warrior Boxing, and by Boxland Rosians. And this fight is being commentated by Faco. Subscribe to his channel, hit the hype, and hit the like. The three judges ringside will be known as Judge number 1, Judge number 2, and Judge number 3. The referee in charge of the action will be Harvey Doc. Alrighty, fight fans, here we go. A battle of former champions and the super welterweight division for the North American gold titles. Scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He wears white trunks with turquoise with red trim. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He weighed in at 153.2 pounds. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall with a record of 23 fights, 23 wins, 4 defeats, 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the dangerous punchers, the former super welterweight champion, introducing Brian Lalbama Mendoza. And his adversary, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears platinum. He comes from Santiago de Cuba. He weighed in at 153.8 pounds. His record, 11 wins, only 1 defeat, with 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current world ranked contender and a respected former WBA interim super welterweight champion. Introducing Yoenis El Bandanero Henle. Both the fighters got introduced and they taking the garb off of Yoenis right now, making their way to the referee, beating on his gloves right now. Harvey Doc is with the fighters. Alrighty, fighters, I gave you instructions in the locker room. I expect a good, clean fight. What I say, you must obey. Touch them up and let's do this. Harvey Doc is focused. Harvey Doc is ready. Yoenis Teles, the co-main event of the evening. Blade, talk to the fighters.
You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it, the real world. And if you want to survive it, you better learn to pull the trigger.
With no hesitation, because the next man won't hesitate to pull it on who? Pull it on you. So let's see what P.O. Pistol, and they better hold it down. I wonder when they let her out. Round number 1 of 10. Feints on the outside, jab going down to the body by Mendoza. Feints right there by Mendoza. Stick jab going down to the body by Tellez. And Mendoza and Tellez said he's going to bust up Mendoza's face, tear it up, facial structure, cheekbone, lips, take the lips off and be like he looked like a beast and just do all type of things to the physical body that Tellez was talking shit we don't even know about because he was speaking it in another tongue. 2 minutes and 18 seconds in round number 1 to 10. Feints on the outside, jabs being flipped out on the outside by Tellez trying to come in. And you can see Mendoza on the outside, keeping his calm, staying cool, double pumping that jab right there is Brian Mendoza. Feints on the outside by Brian Mendoza. And we can see Tellez circling, moving to the right hand side. Stick jab going down to the body. Jab coming out top. Come over here and touch him. Come touch him up if you want to. Go get toe up. Hold on. Boom. 1 minute and 54 seconds left, round number 1 of 10. Dipping down to fill out round, trying to find the range and trying to find a way to get on the inside. And is that Rolly Romero? I see Rolly Romero right there just posted. Is that big boy? I don't know who that is. Jabs flicked out right there, and you can see feints on the outside by Mendoza. Tellez is trying to come in and pump a jab in round number 1. Another jab being flicked out. Brian Mendoza shielding up, blocking them shots, absorbing the shots on his forearm, aiming that chest towards, aiming that jab towards the chest of Tellez is Mendoza. Jabs and taking a step back is Mendoza. You can see him shield up in the middle of the ring at the eye of the storm of the chamber of truth. Stepping forward with a double jab is Brian Mendoza. Left hook thrown by Tellez, and on the inside in the clinch, little slap shot in the inside in the phone booth. And Harvey Doc immediately is coming in, separating them here in round number 1 of 10 with 58 seconds left. Hands held to his chest right there, shielding up, hitting up that high guard again right there is Tellez. Feints on the outside by both fighters, pumping that jab out of Tellez, double pumping that jab right there by Tellez. And this first round, it's just a battle of the jabs. Who's going to control? Who's going to lead this dance? Pumping that jab. I was looking for Brian Mendoza to try to go down to the body with a right hand. Good jab coming in right there. Chop down with the right hand being thrown. Mendoza pumping jabs. Another jab coming in right there by Mendoza, keeping his head off the line, pumping that jab out. Walking into a fist. That's what you're supposed to do with your face. 36 seconds left, round number 1 to 10. Jab flicked out, taking a step back, being elusive right there. Great defense right there. You can see Tellez just taking a step back like, I ain't got time for you to hit me. And you know what? I don't even grant you permission to hit me. And in the corner, it's both fighters going to their neutral corners because that is the end of round number 1. And we can see Tellez just standing there. He is like, come on, sit down right there. In the corner is Tellez. Let's see if we get audio. Taking the mouthpiece out of the mouth of Tellez. Now check this out right here. This is what you got to do. You got to start moving more. You understand? This something. Start moving your feet, something. You just cannot just be standing there in front of this guy, allowing him to land these punches on you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You have to lead. You have to be the initiator. Can you pump that jab out? Can you work it? Can you do that for me? Because it's on you. Listen. He goes down. He changes the levels and he changes his punches, but you have to look into that. But he is surprising you with those type of punches right there. You can't be caught off guard and putting a Vaseline on his face. You need more rhythm, so go find it. That's the corner right now. He didn't say that last part. I added that. That is the corner of Yoenis Tellez talking to him, telling him that you can do better than this. You have to get up off that stool and go out and go get it. But you got to want it. I know that he didn't catch you with nothing big, but come on now. Find yourself and get away from them jabs. Get your head off the line. That's the corner right there. Yoenis Tellez up off the stool, ready to go out for round number 2 are both the fighters.
And here we go.
Let's see what they packing. Are they packing power in their punches? We're going to find it out. Round number 2. Total jabs, 21 thrown, 5 landed by Tellez. 33 jabs thrown by Mendoza, and 8 of them jabs landed by Mendoza. But you can see the jabs by Tellez come in, and you can see that nose, the bridge of the nose is starting to turn red with the forehead by the eyebrow region. It's starting to turn red, starting to turn different colors right now. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. Looking for that jab downstairs. I'm up there saying as above, so below. The Lord told me to whoop ass no matter where I go. That's the next fighter's mindset. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. Dipping down low, finding a way. Straight right hand, looking for that 1-2. And hopefully Mendoza don't call 12. He said, nope, I'm coming back with my own 12. Beautiful work right there by both fighters. Exchanging leather, landing punches on flesh, ready to tear Shed's nitty up to the moon, get eclipsed. And then let the entities rise from the subterranean realm to do as they please. 1 minute and 53 seconds left. Jazz being flicked out by Mendoza, taking a step back with round number 2 of 10. Pumping that jab of Tellez, dipping down low, looking for the straight right hand, landed on the left tricep of Tellez. Good body shot with the right hand, landed on the Mendoza by Tellez here in this round number 2 of 10. Walking to the right, looking to find himself right now. Jab, body shot with the right hand, going down low. Beautiful right hand to the body coming in. Tear him up. Damn your body. I'm coming to get mine because I'm a feast and I'm going to eat and I'm going to do it for me. Beautiful work right there. And then looking out to try to come test Brian Mendoza in there. It's like, you can test me if you want to. That means nothing to me. I pass test all the time with flying colors. Good right hand by Tejas coming in, landed on Brian Mendoza. Jab coming in, landed by Brian Mendoza. Ooh, nasty work right there. Pop the jab out. You better keep on you better stay on your P's and your T's, because I'm coming to line them up and tear your ass up. Jabs flicked out by Tejas, backed up against the ropes right now is Brian Mendoza. Good right hand to the body, landed by Tejas. Beautiful work right there. Jabs, and then I'm digging down to the body, and my punch placement is going to get me the victory. 1-2 down the pipe with a right hand by Brian Mendoza, off of getting off the ropes, and you can see the left side of the face on the cheekbone looking like some abrasions is starting to form on the face of Tejas. With 46 seconds left in round number 2 of 10, jazz flicked out by Brian Mendoza. Just pumping it right there by Brian Mendoza, because that's what he's supposed to be doing. Another work of the jag right there by Brian Mendoza. Feints on the outside, and Tejas is trying to come in, chop down with a left hand being thrown. Looking for that left hand to the body right now. It's Brian Mendoza. Right hand around the guard, coming in, landing right there by Tejas. And looking for his overhand right was Mendoza. Another right hand being thrown right there by Tejas. And now we got some two-way action. Another right hand being thrown, and it's looking like this fight is going to heat up. It's like a crock pot that's been on for long enough, and now we about to get a nasty boil. 6 seconds, right hand over the top. Beautiful work right there. Bite to legs, coming in, landed that shot. Jab down to the body. Brian Mendoza looking for a jab, putting his high guard back up, looking for a jab, going down to the body. Tejas with a straight right hand, trying to go over the top, coming back at him with the left hand to the body. And we have Harvey Doc just watching and looking. Harvey Doc like, what's going on? Is I supposed to jump in? That's that's Harvey Doc. And you can see both fighters headed to their neutral corner. Oh, they gotta be in a neutral corner, sitting down, getting instructions and getting water, drinking, telling Mendoza to breathe right now. This is you need to relax. This is time to relax. This is the time to relax. This is the corner of Mendoza, nice and relaxed. Okay, breathe. Okay, open this water, drink some water. This is the corner of Brian Mendoza. I need you to get the jab going to the right. Don't drift. All right. I need you to keep your counter straight. All right. I need you to take a deep breath in. I need you to hold the center of the ring and do not circle. Hold your breath. He cannot jab with you. You understand what I'm telling you? Keep it a jab and contest at this point. I want you to just wait and then look for the counter. Keep him turning to the right. You have to go to your right. Look for the up jab. Strong double jab, all right? Putting the mouthpiece in the mouth of Brian Mendoza. That was the audio from the corner. And whatever they say, I got to tell y'all, give you a blow-by-blow that you never did hear. So hit the like button, because I'm the new fight companion. Because when I say it's a live blow-by-blow, I mean that shit. Look, right straight being thrown right there by Mendoza. 2-minute body shot with the left hand being thrown by Tejas with 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. Here, starting off round number 3 like how it's supposed to be. And then Omarion popped up talking about, can I perform? No. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. Super welterweights. Left hook being thrown right there and coming in, and then the clinch, and Harvey Doc screaming, stop, stop, stop. Hopping in, just a screaming and yapping. What is this? Thrown 79 punches as Tejas landed 22 punches. Thrown 103 punches, thrown 106 punches, landed 27 as Mendoza. Those are the statistics in real time. Hold headbutt, and Tejas got the worst of it. It's a headbutt taking a knee, and Tejas is on bended knee like, oh, my head, he headbutted me. What am I to do with my life and my head? Oh, I need an aspirin. Oh, it's too bad. What do I do with life? What the hell is this? And then you can see the crowd just booing. This is bad, and this look like an accidental headbutt, and this is bad. Look at the accidental headbutt. Let's see this accidental headbutt coming in, dipping down low. Tejas is chopping down. Tejas did it. Boom. Nasty work right there on the nose. I think that nose got broke. I think that nose got broke. And then the nose holding his nose. This fight might be over, ladies and gentlemen. He might not continue. Accidental headbutt. Stop the clock at 2 minutes and 14 seconds in round number 3. And he's in pain from the nose. It looked like his nose got broken, and he is not going to be able to continue. This is too BA Dizzle. He can't even stand up right now. This shit over. He got a broken nose. It's too much. Bones broken. Doctor looking at Tejas. He's like, I can't even see out my eye, my orbital bone. I'm leaking out blood, and this is nasty. And look at the grimace in his face. Tejas is like, oh, this is bad. And you can see the pain in his face. He cannot continue. He's leaking out. This fight is over. Call this. He needs his health after boxing. An accidental headbutt. Round number 3, no contest. Y'all run it back. Send out Fundora and Keith. Let's get it. Let's go. And what's the time? This is still a timeout, medical timeout. 2 minutes and 14 seconds in the round number 3 of 10. He has a full 5 minutes. That's a 5-minute timeout to recover, but it's bad right now. He broke his nose, and this is and you bet not continue. You got your health to think about. But then everybody, he said, I got my money to get, and I'm a machismo and I'm a warrior. But you got to think about life outside of boxing. If you broke your shit's nitty due to an accidental head, but it ain't going on your record, just get it back. Damn what everybody else talk about on the outside of the ring. They ain't doing what you doing. You live in your universe. And he's standing up just leaking blood all over canvas. Look at that. Just turning into the Sanderson sisters, just feasting on the energy. That's what we talking about, champion. I gotta calm my ass down. Hey, look, entities popping out of me, see blood and go crazy. It is like, is this nigga? That's what we talking about, revealing thyself, because that's what we do. We're in the age of, we're in the Aquarius age, and Neptune is in Aries, and it's about creativity and imagination. And earlier, shout out to Moses Atalma. I was calling that Moses Atalma. Jermaine Franklin cleaned him up, left uppercut lands, nasty left uppercut. And then Jermaine Franklin was just frozen, like, what the hell going on in the world today? And then landed another shot, was Moses Atalma, and then down and Audi went, and a referee waved it off. So nasty work. I say that to say, when I was calling that Moses Atalma, Jermaine Franklin, look at they showing the replay again. Look at it, dip down to the right, coming up, boom, right on that nose. Look at the bone. It moved to the left. The bone just moved. The bone went all the way over there. This nasty work. Yeah, that's a broken nose right there. That's toe up. Nasty work. So let's see if he can continue. He's still down. He still has his time, his 5 minutes to go. He's down to like 2.5. So he got his time. It looked like he's going to be able to continue. And it's looking like he's going to continue. But yes, when I was calling Moses Atalma, I found the article and I was reading it. The title. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up for y'all. I'm going to pull it up right here. What the hell was that title? He said you got 2 minutes. I was calling something, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell was I reading? It was good as hell too. Let me go to my history real quick, because I think I might pull this up and read it to y'all, because I ain't even finished reading it because I got distracted. But hell yeah, what was I reading? That shit was fire, ladies and gentlemen. It was something about what's really going on in the real world today. Boom, I found it, and it was titled Underground. It was called Underground Bases, Missing Children and Extraterrestrials by James Cashboat. And it's yeah, I found it right here. Yeah, hell yeah. And now you can see the crowd just booing. Come on, why the crowd booing? They need to give them time. The crowd over here tripping on them. Give them time, man. Crowd in there just booing for no reason. That man just got his nose damn near broken, and orbital bone feeling a certain type of which way. Accidental head clash, and that was a nasty accidental head crash. Busted up his nose, and y'all want to treat that man like that. They saying, oh, he got big wibbles. He going to continue. That's what I'm talking about. Time in, and the action will presume. Action is going down here in round number 3. He's going to continue. Remember, that's what happened to Tim Tszyu, and that didn't turn out good to Tim Tszyu, because he could have stopped when that elbow came down in the middle of his forehead, but he decided to keep going, and that right hand caught Tez, and look at him, nasty shot. And now Brian Mendoza, he's gonna have a target all day, every day. Every punch that Mendoza lands on that nose, good right hand landed right there by Tellez. Tellez is a true warrior. Tellez is a true champion. He's head down my nose. That's what makes me different from you, Faco. You was willing to give up and just call it a next day just because your nose got broken, just because you was feeling a certain type of way in round number 3, knowing it was going to be a no contest. I don't look for a way out. You do. I'm a stone cold warrior, and I'll lay my life on the line for this shit. So you stay in your lane, and I stay in mine. That was Tellez talking to me. Tellez over here just put Faco in his place. God damn it, you right, champ. God damn it, champ. You right. Let me toughen up. Get tough, nigga. Get tough. 1 minute and 13 seconds. Tez in the inside getting roughed up, and Tez is pissed off. You already headbutted me, and when I say stop, you stop. Harvey Doc pissed off. Harvey Doc in there saying, when I say stop, you stop. Now you better get up out of there, and you better start listening to me. That's Harvey Doc right there. Ain't playing with him. And now they're going to say he's going to be looking for an uppercut. They saying they want him to step to the side and then throw a right uppercut. That's what they're telling Brian Mendoza, to step to the right and then throw that right uppercut and do some nasty things for the right reason, because that's what you're really supposed to be doing in today's society. So beautiful work right there. And Mendoza trying to put the pressure on him, trying to back him up right now and trying to do some nasty things to him. Uppercut with the right hand, missed that shot, was Tellez. Backing up right now is Brian Mendoza. Jab, big shot with the right hand coming in, landed by Tellez. And then round number 3 with 30 seconds left. And then the super welterweight bout, jab being flicked out by Tellez, coming back after a nasty headbutt on that nose. Just a toughness right there by Tellez, just continuing. And it could have easily been a no contest, but he ain't having it. He's a true warrior, showing his true grit, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all we want to see from the fighters, and giving us what we need too. Best of the best. So you can hear that clapper right now. Clap, clap it or clap. And that's only 10 seconds left. And now it's down to 3-2. And Harvey Doc ready to hop in and sacrifice his hue. And then now right hand missed that shot. Hey, look, Harvey Doc want to hop in and they throwing punches. He's going to risk his hue. Hey, he can't be getting hit on the flesh. Goddamn, he got shiz nitty to DO. And now sitting in the corner is Tellez, working on that nose right now. He's like, he's going to try to roughhouse him, Harvey, in the corner right there, talking to him like he going to try to roughhouse him. I need you to breathe. This is the corner of Tellez. Look, I can't breathe. I cannot breathe that well. I can't breathe that well. In the corner is Tellez saying back to his corner, I cannot breathe that well. The corner told him, breathe, breathe. He said, I can't breathe that well. And you can see his nose is broken. And they said, and look at the corner. When you hit him, he's going to jump on top of you. So you have to get ready for this. Showing his toughness, can't breathe. Bones is broken. You have to be fast. That's what the trainer is telling them. And you have to catch him. You have to try to catch him. You have to do something. Hey, feint. But then when he go in, you got to catch him. Understand? And now you need to look for that body. Look for the body. On the inside, putting a mouthpiece in his mouth. And now Tellez is looking like a true warrior, rising up off the stool, because he already showing us that he's super tough. And that's concerning, though. He said, I can't breathe that well. That's very concerning, ref. You know, you talking about? He said, I cannot breathe. And you said, well, go on out there and show me what you're working with. Jabs being flicked out on the outside right there. And look at the body shot with the left hand going down low. Good nasty body shot with the left hand. Tried to come in and just got hit again with that right hand. Uh-oh, Mendoza just going to be targeting them nostrils. Body shot with a right hand came in, landed. Keep working that jab. And you heard the corner and the trainer of Brian Mendoza. Everything you do is behind that jab. The jab is your best friend. Two minutes and 23 seconds left. Jabs being flicked out in round number 4 of 10. Of the co-main event of the evening. Coming up next will be Keith Thurman beating up Sebastian Fundora. Uppercut with the right hand, closer and closer. That right uppercut is going to be nasty for Brian Mendoza if it lands flush. Coming in is Tellez, looking for that right hand, and it's looking like he's trying to find his way in, but it's looking like he's having a hard time navigating those waters, and the water is the canvas, and then he got to watch for Calypso because they done freed her ass from the flesh. 1 minute and 53 seconds left here in round number 410. Remember Calypso, she was like, oh, and I'm just stuck in this single form. Y'all remember Pirates of the Caribbean? 1 minute and 43 seconds. Jab coming in by Tellez, looking for that right hand, dipping and diving waist movement. Good elasticity in the waist right there for Brian Mendoza. Body shot to the left hand being thrown. Another straight right hand being thrown right there. He can bend all type of other ways, turning into Mr. Fantastic, getting away from shots is Mendoza. Jabs being flicked out, left hook up top, blocking that. Good work right there. All on the gloves. You can block all that. And look at the blood just shooting out. Every time a jab that lands by Brian Mendoza, the blood just the blood just shoots out. 1 minute and 10. Look, the blood just shoots out. Straight right hand thrown right there by Brian Mendoza. Starting to look confident, breathing out his mouth because the nose is just leaky. More leaky. Like this was dead man's chest. 1 minute and looking to aim at the chest like, damn, your pectoral. Good straight right hand landed on the chin, landed by Tellez. Ain't playing with him. Big shot with the right hand coming back at him right there. Tellez trying to go over the top because Tellez is looking like he believes he found a home with that straight right hand going around, landed on the left side of the face of Brian Mendoza. 44 seconds left in round number 410. Look at stutter step on the inside, left hook, right hand thrown, showing his toughness. Left hook thrown by Brian Mendoza. Looking for that straight right hand, saying my adrenaline is pumping. This is Tellez, and I don't feel nothing, but all I want to do is get my get back, but I can't retaliate in a negative fashion. 28 seconds left, round number 410. Body shot, straight right hand landing on the hip, trying to force Tellez to get a hip disc replacement early in life. 23 seconds left with a jab to the body, being going down low. Right there was Tellez up top with a jab by Tellez, keeping the head off the line. Throwing jab was Mendoza, getting away from Tellez's jab, but a big shot with a right hand coming in, landed by Tellez. Big shot with a right hand. Beautiful work right there. Jabs being flicked out by Brian Mendoza and having a strong round. And Tellez looking like he won this round, y'all. 4 seconds left in round number 410. Good work right there. Bleeding out the nostrils due to a hit, but and coming in showing his toughness. Harvey Doc hopping in talking about time. Harvey Doc hopping in talking about time. It's like time. If I knew how to sing, I'll be getting off on you. In the corners, Tellez, look at, they got a towel. That white towel is just all red now. Speaking in the native tongue, and now there the translator came in. You see, just like that, combining your punches, upstairs, downstairs. Don't play with your defense. Stay tight and protect that nose. That's the corner right there talking to Tellez. Like, yes, things happen in the boxing ring, but now it's time for you to find your true grit. Find that you're a true champion. We know your nose is feeling a certain type of way, and know who you are as a fighter. You're in this Tellez. You are the true warrior. Rising up off the stool, excuse me. And Tellez, you already know that he's just as tough, if not tougher, than Chris Eubank Sr.
I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am Invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing. Doesn't even come close. And if it does, I rise again and again and again.
And rising up off the stool to go out to round number 5 are both of these fighters. Looking for that straight right hand was Tellez, but nothing was there for him. 149 punches thrown by Tellez with 44 punches landed. 202 punches thrown by Mendoza, landed 51 punches. Body shots going down low right there by Mendoza. Feast to the body, turn it into crawfish and be like, I'm trying to tear you up. Jab being flicked out, thrown. Right hand over the top being threatened. Did I see Errol Spence in a ring training him and Charlo coming back? That's what we talking about, champ. Who it's going to be? It's going to be Tony Harrison versus Errol Spence. Uh-oh. We need to see that Tony Harrison versus Errol Spence. Ooh, I'm gonna make a video to that. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Business or family. Put it in the chat. Tell me and remind me to make a video about Errol Spence Jr. versus Tony Harrison at 160 pounds. 158 seconds here on round number 5 of 10. That'll be a beautiful work right there. Let me remember, put it in my mental Rolodex. Perfect. It's in and locked. 1 minute and 48 seconds and in the club holding on right there. They said in the club because that's where the square circle is. You don't see them dancing and having fun. This is a dance right now. And Mendoza talking about he's about to take the lead. 1 minute and 36 seconds left with the jab flicked out. Double jab with a triple jab right there saying I'm coming with triplets. Don't make quadruplets come right there. Jab down to the body being thrown right there by Brian Mendoza. And now you can see Brian Mendoza up top pumping them jabs out right there. Trying to find a way to come in and land his punches and bunches because he's the true champion. He's the true one, and looking for that overhand left is going to be Brian Mendoza so he can come in and land his strikes. My shit just went black. What the hell going on? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. My shit just went black. This is madness. My shit still working? Huh. The hell going on in the world today? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. My screen just went black. Hold on. Strange activity. Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, done. There we go. Why the fuck that shit turn black like that? Strange work. 53 seconds left right there. Goddamn defense. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to be like, is Mercury in retrograde? I gotta check. Round number 5 of 10 with 32 seconds left. Straight right hand being thrown right there by Tellez. Nothing was there by Tellez. The breathing in his nostrils, taking a deep breath in is Brian Mendoza. Like he was over there eating some shots, but when the screen blacked out. Prime tripping. 30 seconds left. Body shot with the left hand being thrown right there. And now you can see Brian Mendoza hands held high, popping that jab out right there. And look at the eyes wide open, saying, I'm coming for mine. What's his name? Harvey Dock on the outside, waltzing away, looking at the fighters, blocking them body shots is Brian Mendoza. Uppercut with the right hand with a jab by Tellez. Nothing was there. Right hook around the guard, coming in, landed by Tellez. Body shot with the left hand going down low, landed by Tellez. It's two-way action. Missed his shots was Brian Mendoza. Came in, was landing his short shots to Tellez, and stole another round right there was Tellez. Hey, Tellez, after that nose, but that woke him up. Tellez is saying, damn, what y'all talking about? Good body shot with the right hand at the bell. Tellez is saying, I ain't backing down to nothing. I'm gonna stay right here and I'm gonna let it rock and I'm gonna let it roll. That's what we talking about. Tellez ain't backing down to nothing. I am totally blind and I love your commentary. Please give me that true blow-by-blow action, my brother. Let's go for the best commentary in YouTube. That's what we talking about. Hey, brother, nice calling of the fight. Great commentary. That's what we talking about, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate y'all appreciating me, because when I say blow-by-blow, I'm gonna give you a live blow-by-blow. That's what we do here. Hit you upside the head and then leave you with a live commentary concussion, because in 2011, J. Cole, when he made that mixtape Friday Night Lights, he said, and be you, that's when it sounds beautiful. And I'm just out here being me, because at the end of the day, I'm a human being. Let's get it. Let me get some chapsticks before I turn into Tyrone Biggums. Facts. And let me put the comment section up on the screen so I can see it. So let me put the comment section up right here so I can see y'all, so we can chop it up. Now y'all come chop it up with me. Now we're going to be talking, and going to be talking about them underground bases with them kids and them extraterrestrials. Don't tell me, I can't forget that. Hell nah, because that's going to hit y'all upside the head. Y'all going to be like, what the hell? What you reading before I get knocked out? I'm going to pull it up so y'all can read it too. Dead ass serious. Alrighty, round number 1, round number 2, and round number 4 and 6 went in favor of Tellez. In Mendoza, and they gave that round number 2 in favor of Tellez, and that headbutt looked like it changed everything, and Tellez is coming back, marching forward, looking to show his grip with a jab flicked out here in round number 6 of 10, looking for the straight right hand with a double right hand with a right hand over the top, landed on the left temple with a left hook thrown right there by Brian Mendoza, shielding up with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in round number 6 of 10 with a jab, right hand going down to the body by Tellez, coming back at him, trying to throw an uppercut right there, was Brian Mendoza, but nothing was there, looking for a jab on that nose and got him in the guillotine. Got him in the guillotine position. What the hell is going on with Izzy? It's UFC fight night, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me go to Tapology. We got to check. Because I forgot about my boy Israel Adesanya. He's fighting tonight in Seattle. Okay, they're in the co-main event. UFC is in the co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. And then the main event is going to be Israel Adesanya. I got to check on my man right there. That's my guy. Let's go. The last style bender. UFC fight night. Israel Adesanya. Let's go, baby. But I got to call this boxing because this is my first love. So shout out to Izzy. Body shots, exchanging body blows as both fighters. Damn, I want to watch that Israel Adesanya. I'm gonna pull it up on my end. I ain't gonna call it blow by blow, but I'm gonna have that shit. I'm gonna be checking in on it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that shit up now. No, I'm gonna wait. 1 minute and 24. I gotta focus blow by blow. That's what they hear. They just complimented you. Give them what they need. 1 minute and talking to myself. Entities that live within. You need to check them, otherwise you will be possessed. And we don't need no exorcisms going on. 1 minute and 19 seconds left here in round number 6 of 10. And now you can see the look of Brian Mendoza. He was like, hold on, I thought I can land some thudding shots that eventually will slow down and deter Tellez from marching forward. But Tellez, he's not respecting any of that. He's looking to come in here and clean me up. He's not backing down. That's meant the facial structure of Mendoza. Whoa, good Coven shot with a right hand. Nasty work with a body shot right there. Coming in by Tellez, landed the nasty shots. Coming in, trying to change it. Dipping underneath that shot thrown by Mendoza was Tellez here in this super weight bout, closing in and getting closer and closer to them championship rounds. And then you can see Tellez, he's looking to dictate things, looking to dictate the fight here tonight, saying, this is my fight, this is my ring. Yes, you landed a nasty headbutt that caused my nose to leaky, but no, I don't give a damn about that. I am not my nose. I don't care about that. I'm here to get a victory. And you can see this round number six coming down to a close, and you can see both the fighters doing what they got to do, going headed to their neutral corners right now to go take that break, to go get that well-deserved break, to go take deep breaths in, to relax, to be sort of in a spa for 60 seconds, get a massage on the shoulders, somebody get a wet towel, it can be hot, cold, whatever you need, put it on the top of your head, and then you get told sweet nothings, and then you got to go out there and implement your game plan. Oh, that'll be lovely work. So expect both the fighters to rise up off the stool and go out and throw hands like vampires and lichens. Back and forth action. That's all I'm trying to say. It's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it has been going down because what's his name? Moses Atalma, he cleaned up Jermaine Franklin. Nasty uppercut with the left hand. Po Franklin, man, I was rooting for Franklin too. But that uppercuts, Moses Atalma, he's the real deal. He got to come over here on American soil and throw down. And I'm going to get, Moses Atalma versus Jared Anderson. Make the fight. Frank Warren, make the fight. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. I got to do something to that too. I got to do something for Errol Spence versus Tony Harrison at 160. And I got to do something for what I just said. I forgot. Big work right there. Working that jab right there is Brian Mendoza. Jab right there with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. Round number 7 to 10. Absorbing all the punishment and not flinching. Jab with the right hand to the body by Brian Mendoza. Pumping that jab. Standing in the pocket. Committing to his offense right now. Beautiful jab coming back at him. Landed by Tellez. Working that jab by Tellez. 2 minutes flat in round number 7 to 10. Uppercut with the right hand. Straight right hand with the left hand to the body. Going down low by Brian Mendoza. Focus. Forehead to forehead. Marching forward. Muffing shit. Hunting shit. Because I'm turning into the predator. That's Brian Mendoza. Rushing in right now is Harvey Dock. Like, y'all got to separate. Y'all got to separate. Y'all can't be in the inside like this. 1 minute and 43 seconds left. That's the referee. Right hand over the top. Clubbing shots right there by Tellez. Uppercut with the right hand by Tellez. Left hand being thrown right there by Brian Mendoza. Looking for the uppercut with the left hand. Nothing was there with the right hand down to the body. Putting his left elbow down. Blocking that shot, but the jab came in. Split the seam. Landed by Tellez with uppercut with the left hand by Tellez. Coming back at him with the left hand with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in round number 7 to 10 with the left hand going down to the body. Beautiful work by Tellez with the right hand over the top of the jab. Coming back at him right there by Mendoza. 1 minute and 13 seconds left in round number 7 to 10. Middle of the ring, at the eye of the storm of the chamber of truth. Looking for the straight right hand, holding the back of the head of Brian Mendoza. And the referee coming in saying, stop, pushing him down right there. And the referee is telling Tellez, don't be pushing him down. Keep it clean, homie. This the gentleman's sport. Now act like it, for I still on you. That's Harvey Dock over there getting gritty and nasty, but it really wasn't him. Body shot shot with the right hand, another right hand aiming towards the left side of the body of Brian Mendoza. Beautiful defense, beautiful shot. I mean, beautiful offense coming in by Tejas, and then the lead right hand coming in by Tejas. Left hook thrown by Tejas, trying to mix it up. Body shot, right hand around the guard, landed by Tejas. Uppercut with the right hand, missed by Brian Mendoza. Another right hand coming back, shoot shot, counterpunch straight right, missed by Mendoza. Round number 7 of 10. Coming with the right hand, uppercut on the inside, but coming back at him with a body shot with the right hand, with the left hand going up top, landed by Mendoza with the left hand going down to the body. Right elbow going back at it with the left hand to the body, landed by Tejas with up top with the left hand, landed by Tejas. 32 seconds left. Jab coming in, landed by Tejas. Jab flicked out, landed by Tejas. Jab keeping his head up the line, getting away from Brian Mendoza's right hand with Tejas. With 23 seconds left here in round number 7 of 10, looking for the right hand, uppercuts with the right hand, uppercut with the left hand, missing them shots, uppercut with the left hand, straight right hand, missed by Tejas, bobbing and weaving underneath head, but again right there by Mendoza. Mendoza gotta watch his big ass head. Another headbutt came in by Brian Mendoza. Referee didn't see it, damn near care. Well, left hand to the body being thrown with a jab flicked out straight right to the body by Mendoza, getting to the body and getting away from the jab. A chop shot with the right hand, looking for the right hand, coming back at him with a straight right of his own, and the bell sounds, and that's the end of that round. And it's only heating up from here, and the crowd is loving it. The crowd is making all type of noise, and the crowd is appreciating what they seeing right now, because both of these fighters is standing on business, standing on what they believe in, saying if this square circle right here is the real world, then I'm gonna whoop your ass and send you to the Matrix, and I'm gonna force your ass to take both the pills at the same damn time.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. And he said he took the red pill, and I'm gonna stay right here in this ring, and we gonna take it and see who can go dig to the deep well within they self. And the right hand around the guard coming in, landed right there by Taz. Beautiful work right there by Yo Ennis. And this is back and forth action, an ebb and a flow. Who's gonna lead, me and then you, and then we'll both do a whoop-de-wop, and then all of a sudden Shakira got mad because they was dancing better than her. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left with a straight right hand, missing them shots right there by Tez. And round number 8 of 10, coming in, separating them is Harvey Doc. Middle of the ring, eye of the store, body shot with a right hand, going down low, landed right there by Tez. And the referee got to come in and separate the fighters because they got in the clinch. And this is the Jazz being flicked out, looking for a title shot right now. After this fight is going to be Brian Mendoza. And you know, if Brian Mendoza win, I want the winner of the main event. Oh, good straight right hand by Brian Mendoza. Walk right into a shot with Taz. Walk right into a shot with Taz. Nasty work right there. And then this blood on the left eye, is it a head clash or is it a punch? Blood on the eye of Mendoza. And I could have been a headbutt. Tit for you want to hit me with a headbutt? Leak me out? I'm going to hit you with a headbutt, leak you out. Fair exchange, no robbery. That's what the elders would say. 2 minutes flat in round number 8 of 10. Uppercut off the break. Harvey Doc was saying stop. Harvey Doc was saying stop. And Taz threw an uppercut with the left hand. The referee talking to him. I told your ass to stop. I want you over here throwing punches right here. I told you to stop. I told you to stop. Sounding like the prom queen off of New Jack City. I told you to stop. 1 minute and 42 seconds left in round number 8 of 10. Look at that left eye of Brian Mendoza. That's a nasty cut right there. And you can see the swelling of the flesh squinting out of that left eye, but a straight right hand by Tellez. And now Tellez, he has locked on and he has a target as well. Jab coming in by Tellez. Pumping that jab out as Brian Mendoza. Both fighters is over there trying to work the jab. Headbutts and cause some devastating trauma to both fighters' face, and it's nasty work, and they have to survive. Acknowledging one another. That's this what headbutts can do to you. Headbutts can really ruin you. Don't try to hit me with a headbutt. Don't try to ruin me. Let's just try to be clean and just fight a clean and clear, concise fight. And you got to land good punches. I mean, you got to land precise shots. And now Mendoza's trying to say he got to come in and land some punches. When they say it's the other way around, left hand being thrown right there. Got to throw that right hand. It's going to be Tellez. 50 seconds left in round number 8 of 10. Tellez's nose, Mendoza left eye. Both fighters headbutts leaky like it was Pirates of the Caribbean. Jazz being flicked out, right hand over the top being thrown. Missed that. Body shots going down low. Coming in leading with his head is Brian Mendoza. The referee got to tell Brian Mendoza, dude, you can't keep coming in leading with your head like that, broski. Body shot with the left hand, trying to club shop his Tellez with the right hand, trying to put together a little combo no easy, known as a combination right there is Tellez. Right hand, left hook came in, landed right there by Tellez. Good, great combination right there by Tellez. Flush shots landed, clean shots, precise shots. That's what we need. Snap the head back of Mendoza. Mendoza say, I get my neck strong regardless. 16 seconds left. Round number 8 to 10. Jab being flicked out by Tellez. And you can see Sicklin moving to the right there is Mendoza trying to find a way. And you can hear the clapper in round number 8. And we will be headed to the championship rounds in this co-main event. Standing on business. Thudding shots straight right hand by Mendoza trying to come in. Pumping that jab out. Taking a deep breath in. And Harvey Doc tell both the fighters time. That eye is a mess. That nose is a mess. Both the fighters right now in the corner. And you can see Brian Mendoza working, and immediately the corner come work on that left eye, and look at the blood all on the face and starting to have welts on his face. And now they coming in with ice on the top of his head, nice and relaxed. This is the trainer speaking to Mendoza. I have audio. Harvey Doc just informed us that it was an accidental headbutt that caused the cut on the left eye of Brian Mendoza. Blinking heavy right there. Every time he blink, blood just leaky in the nose. Every time Brian Mendoza blink, the eye is bleeding. So he cannot see out of that left eye. Every time Brian Mendoza blink, it's like blood coming down. And that's a nasty cut over that left eyelid. Nasty work. Rising up off the stool right now on this, both of these fighters ready to go stand on their business, because this is more than just this boxing. This is greatness being bestowed right now in front of the world to see. And I wish a hater would say something about the commentary.
Shut the fuck, shut! Did I say no? Oh shit! Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else.
I turning a pinky on your ass. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Round number 9 of 10. I turn into Ash Ketchum. Pinky, I choose you. And throw his ass out there. Through 353 punches, landed 118 was to last. Through 414 punches, landed 105 is Mendoza. Jab flicked out the own right there. Double left hand, blocking them shots to Tellez. Body shots with the left hand going down low. Glean shot, and the referee screaming, stop, stop. Harvey Doc separating the fighters. 2 minutes and 18 seconds here in the round number 9. Body shot with the left hand by Brian Mendoza. Straight right hand missed by Brian Mendoza. Late left hook, straight right hand being thrown. Trying to work on the inside, trying to dig deep. What you got on a pork chop? And it's like, we don't even eat swine. Hell, you talking about freak? And I was like, hold on, what you talking about? Why you gotta disrespect me? And I was like, those entities within. It's like, I'd rather flesh. And I was like, what the hell? You eating humans anyway? 1 minute and 43 seconds left in round number 10. I was like, we don't want to talk about that. Body shot with the left hand, right hand going down to the body. Talking to myself, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind me. And then I do the remember the TV show by Martin Lawrence Martin, and then I do the bruh man nod. Good shot landed right there by Tellez. Landed flush on Brian Mendoza as I was doing the bruh man nod. Beautiful work right there by Tellez, coming in, landing some shots. Right hand being thrown. Uppercut with the right hand by Tellez. Beautiful uppercut on the inside landed, jacking the jaw of Mendoza. Straight right hand holding his ground right now was Mendoza here in round number 9 of 10. Chins are iron being displayed in front of the world. Jab keeping his head off the L-I-N. Don't forget that E is Mendoza. Sick jab aiming towards the chest. Tellez is trying to come in. And no head movement by Mendoza. Straight right hand to the body coming in. Ate a straight right and then an uppercut. Head off the line. But a left hook landed right there. Mendoza coming in, landed some shots. Beautiful work by Mendoza. Taking thudding shots are both of these fighters. Absorbing this nasty work. Jabs being flicked out. Very nice round with 48 seconds left here in round number 9 to 10. Tellez missed a clutting or that looping right hand. Tried to come in from goddamn another portal just to land on the next man, because they've been hating because he was born down here on Earth and in Earth. Let's get it, Earthlings. Let's get it, baby. 23 seconds left, right hand over the top, missed that blow, and left hook over the top, missed that shot with 28 seconds left. Straight right hand being thrown with a jab being flicked out right there by Mendoza, standing on his biz naive. 23 seconds left in round number 9 to 10. Do it to win. Punch him in his mouth and then call twin. That's AB. It's like, I gotta fight for you, champ. Misfits, what it do? And Brian, then AB gonna pop up like, I got you, champ. Jabs being flicked out on, coming in, trying to rush in, letting his hands go. Jab with a straight right hand, pilt back, but got caught right there. Body shot with the left hand by Mendoza. Walking his way on the inside, taking shots. Tellez and Mendoza, and it's looking like they will see the 10th and the final round. That's the end of round number 9. Both the fighters are making their way to the corner because we got one more round. The 10th and the final round is where anything can happen. Anything can happen. This is the last round, and this is where you got to make something happen. You got to go out there, rise up off the stool, and let the next man know that it's going to be reactions and it's going to be consequences to what you do when you step up to me.
You fuck around with me, it's going to be consequences and repercussions.
And let that be known real quick, and I'm gonna let the world know that. And look, and I'm gonna let the world know that, and go out there and get this victory. And you know, when it comes to taking a win and taking a W, I just snatch those, and I always take it for me. That's what we're talking about, champ. Over there, just snatching a victory for yourself, but being stingy like Smeagol.
Take it for me. For us.
That's going to be the promoter. Up off the stool in the 10th and the final round is both of the fighters. 2 minutes and 53 seconds. 11-1 with 8 KOs. And Brian Mendoza, 23 and something with a lot of knockout, with 17 knockouts. And it goes down to these last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. The 10th and the final round. Co-main event. So you know what that means. Keith One Time Thurman, it's time, champ. Let's get it, baby. I'm pumped up. We rocking with One Time. We rocking with Keith. We rocking with Clearwater, Florida. And remember, we found Keith Thurman in 2014. He was at the tree playing the flute, riding in his Prius, reading the Quran and shit, saying he was on a spiritual path. Y'all remember that Keith? That was the Keith with the ponytail. They used to call him Ice Keith. Facts. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. Put some respect on his name. But Fundora, you know, he gonna stand in the pocket and let it rip. So whoo, it's about to go down. I say that to say the main event is coming up next. Keith One Time Thurman. Let's do it. Keith, we rocking with you, champ. Let's do it, baby. 1 minute and 58 seconds left. And don't let Keith win. Get back on top. Oh, let's go. We're going to take it back to 2015, 2016, 2017. We're going to take it to that Keith Thurman. Y'all ain't ready for that 2015, 16, and 17 Keith Thurman. Y'all ain't ready for that. Round number 10 to 10. Ponytail Keith. Healthy Keith. Outside of fight cap. Oh, yeah, y'all ain't ready for Keith. Uppercut with the right hand being thrown. Missing that shot one time. It's your time, baby. And Ben Getty going to let you know, champ, this is what you wanted all your life. This is your moment. And all you got to do is go out there and take it. Because I bred you for this moment. You was born for this moment. Left hand came in, landed right there by Talez. And we're going to end that quote, and we're going to say that for Keith. Let's go. Keep it and tap into that heart, baby. Because it's your time. Be that dog and let's go, Keith. 1 minute and 9 seconds left. Left hand being thrown right there. Let's go. 2014. God damn it. Let's rock with him. Heavy till the wheels fall off. We rocking with Keith. 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and there will be no Keith slander on Faco. Jab being flicked out, being thrown right there. And Brian Mendoza trying to come back over there, damage the nose with a headbutt. Mateus looked like he could have won this bout. 50 seconds left, and the referee coming in, separating them. Or they gonna try to make it a draw just for the dramatics. Straight right hand, Mateus looking like hey, giving it all right there. Right straight being thrown, looking to secure a pivotal victory right now with both of these fighters. With 36 seconds left in the 10th and the final round. It's been great action. Letting go of the combinations right now is Brian Mendoza coming back, letting go of his combinations as well as Telez. Body shot with the left hand thrown, marching forward right now, keeping his head off the line is Brian Mendoza. This super welterweight contest is going to come down to the judges, and we have witnessed more heart than we got more heart than any tough machismo in the world. Got more hearts than Valentine's Day. We got more hearts than Mickey and Minnie in love. 8 seconds left in round number 8 and 10, and you know how much in love Mickey and Minnie is. 3 seconds left. Imagine that many hearts. 10 seconds left, and that's the end of the bout. Showing they love and respect. No, they not. Just beating on their chest, throwing both their hands up. Both fighters headed to their the neutral corners. Brian Mendoza beating on his chest, letting you know I got the mic, letting you know I got the muscle. Shaw dog, raw dog. I'm the one that's gonna get the job done. Doing all that right there and walking. And you can see Talez immediately, oh, my nose. And then you can see he's in pain right there, but showing his true grit, showing that he is a true champion. And immediately, he going to have to get that worked on. Drinking water right now. Brian Mendoza is taking a mouthpiece out of his mouth. That's the corner of Brian Mendoza. And this is going to be very, very interesting after the end of this bout. Hey, this joint, you got to get this fight a draw. Hey, Abner Mara is saying, give it a draw so they can both deserve to win. Damn what Abner talking about. You were supposed to fight Tank, and you ducked Tank. Damn what Abner talking about. Now let me stop. Man, Abner was supposed to fight Tank and then fought Tank instead. Was Leo Santa Cruz, and that would have happened to Abner Mara. So Abner Mara saying, I can't be having that. Unofficial scorecards got Talez winning this bout, and no, this is the outlanding. Landed 97 punches. Super welterweight. This is the scorecards. Oh no, these are the scorecards. Unofficial scorecards got Tellez winning this bout 97-93. Tellez won that bout, and from what I was calling, Tellez looked like he came back on the later half, and Tellez looked like he was walking down hunting shit. So it's gonna be interesting. Taking the gloves off right now is the corner of Tellez. He got D3. D3 don't let Keyshawn in the DB3. I think the Davis brothers, Keon and Kellen, I just botched their name, called it that. Kellen, my bad, champ. Showing love and respect. That's what we're talking about. That sportsmanship. Showing Ray respects in both corners. That's what we're talking about. Brian Mendoza and Yoenis. That's what we're talking about. Love and respect. Shake my hand. We doing this for each other. Let me turn into Brother Lennon Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision, and here are the judges' score totals. Judges ringside, judge number 1 scores this bout 98-92. Judge number 2 and judge number 3 scores this contest, and both of them score it 97-93. All three in favor of the winner, and he is El Bandinero Yoenis Tellez. Yoenis Tellez with the victory. Strap me up. Yoenis Tellez, the upset. I seen it right, showing their respects right there. New record 12-1. Tellez got over that nasty head nose. I told him to give in, no contest, and he came out on top. And now we got the post-fight interview with Abner Mares doing the translation. Now 12-1. Beautiful work right there with a very tough battle. Let's go up with Jim Gray. He was an Ali. And he's been a legend. Abner will translate this, get professional. Jim Gray, how did you survive that brutal headbutt in the 3rd round? Abner Mares is speaking Spanish to Yoenis, and we're going to wait for Yoenis to speak it back to Abner Mares so Abner Mares can speak it back to Jim Gray so I can listen to Jim Gray and give it back to you. The circle of not trying to get a copyright strike. Now, look, hey, look, that's the circle of not trying to get a copyright strike, ladies and gentlemen. Still speaking as Yoenis. He's thanking his promoters and everybody. I can understand that. Well, first of all, I just want to say hello to my coach. I want to send a shout out to my Cuba, who's going through a lot right now, to my manager, everyone. And how did I survive that? Well, my corner, they lifted me up and they got me back into the fight. Is your nose broken and can you breathe throughout the fight? Translating this Abner. He said immediately, see, he said he don't know. Well, look, when you're a warrior, you don't say that you're a weakness, but yes, but I had trouble breathing, no doubt. Yes, I had trouble breathing. To quitting, no decision. Translating as after tomorrow, speaking right now is Yoenis. The pain, yes, it was 10 out of 10, but I am a warrior, and I was just, hey, my corner was telling me, you got balls, you got the courage, so let's get this win. You certainly do. Congratulations. It was an honor seeing you fight. And then saying thank you right now. Abner Mares translating to Yoenis. And then thank you. All right, Moral, back to you. Fighter get knocked out, back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, now they're going to show the replay. Oh, no, they got Sebastian Fundora in the back working on the mitts. The Towering Inferno working on the mitts, ready to bust up Keith one-time Thurman, ready to bust the face, bust the eyes, tear him up, lump him up, have him looking like Erickson Lubin. Sebastian Fundora looking to throw uppercuts on Keith Thurman, the WBC Super Welterweight Champion. Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno. Put some respect on his name, and we got one time in the back working his defense right now, working his defense, focused in the back, and you can always see that red, white, and blue. That's what we talking about. Keith one-time Thurman, that's that American dream, baby, and he got it in his heart to go out there and represent Keith one-time, baby. Keith one-time Thurman in the back, ready to go get the victory. 1-2 down the pipe, pawn, and then ready to work the defense, because it's who time? It's one time, and we all about to be yelling, Timber your ass. Keith one-time Thurman, 154-pound, the WBC title. The main event is coming up next, and we're gonna be right here. A Tellez 173. Yes, Tellez got the victory. That's what we're talking about. Tellez with the victory. Tellez did it, and Brian Mendoza was looking sad, ladies and gentlemen. So Brian Mendoza, he took that loss. So now it's time for Brian Mendoza to go in the medical tent and have that conversation with the Green Goblin.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
It's sad, but it's true. Happens to the best of us, champ. So now we move on to the main. Oh, look at Telez is walking off right now. You can see Telez walking off with his boo right there. So I gotta walk off with my girl, and now they gonna show his loved ones, and now they showing a highlight. Bam, right hand over the top, landed by Telez. Nasty right hand. That overhand right by Telez was working, and then in round number 3, slipped that jab. Bam, headbutt. Busted up the nose of Telez, and that messed him up right there. That's the nose of Telez. You give him credit for continuing. Blood leaking out, throwing out snot rockets. That ain't nothing but a piece of brain coming up out of him. Looking for the right hand over the top, being thrown right there by Telez. Nasty block, and then jab, boom. Big shot with the right hand came in, landed by Telez. Right hand to the body, blocked that shot by Telez. Jab came in, landed by Telez. Beautiful jab coming in by Telez. Right hand over the top with a left hook came in by Telez with a straight right hand by Brian Mendoza. Uppercut with the right hand by Telez. Beautiful work. Jab, straight right, uppercut with the left hand, right hand, punches and bunches being thrown right there by your winners. Putting it on him, and the victor, your winners, your winner, your victor, your winners. Telez. Copy box final stats. 100 out of, through 104, through 435 punches, landed 147 was your inners. Power punches thrown, 169, 74 power punches landed. Jabs thrown, 266 for your inners, landed 73. And jabs, 54 landed for Brian Mendoza, 71 power shots for Brian Mendoza, and 125 punches landed by Brian Mendoza. And you can see him in the back, focused and ready, 3-0 in title fights. Sebastian Fundora, the hype, the reach, everything in his favor. He has been impressive ever since. A combined record of 127-6. That's his combined record of his opponents. The last 5 fights of Sebastian Fundora. Tim Tszyu, he won that by a TKO, clean him up, get him out the game. Then he took out, Cordell Booker, clean him up, TKO. Tim Tszyu winning by split decision. He lost to Brian Mendoza, and he won by unanimous decision by Ocampo. And you can see him in the back smiling with his guard bone is Sebastian Fundora. He looking focused in the back too. Sebastian Fundora in the back, looking ready. I can see him. And now they doing a little promo. So before they come, I'm gonna get some more drink in my cup. Hey, what's that? I got that drink in my cup. And then they got main event next. Let's get it. Who you got? I got Keith One Time Thurman for the knockout, baby. One time. Whose time? Because it's one time's time to let the next man know I'm gonna clean your ass up and then get out of harm's way and going on about my life. That's gonna be Keith One Time Thurman. But I gotta get some more drink in my cup. Y'all, who's saying that? I think that was Kurt Cobain's. I got this drink in my cup, and they cooking dinner with Chopins. I'm draped up, dripped out. I'm calling fights. You know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go fill my cup up. I'm gonna go pay the water bill. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, because I'm gonna be your new fight companion, and y'all can listen to me change the vibratory rate of the planet, because I changed the vibratory rate of myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we tap in and we give back to the earth. So I'm gonna give back to your ears and give you that hip hop that you've been missing. Check the lyrics. We up. Let's get it. I'll be back though.
I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back. I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding. I'm strong. Neuromelanin control. ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated. Hypothalamus. The plan is lined up. Open that black hole and witness how the all is robust. I stay in rhythm, hopping on the pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious. I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me. I'm sorry. My soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness. I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world. That's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new. Hit a fuck shit up. I'm gone. I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back. I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding. I'm strong. Neuromelanin control. ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated. gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new, hit a fuck shit up, I'm gone. I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back, I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding, I'm strong. Neuromelanin control, ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated, hypothalamus, the planets lined up. Open that black hole and witness how the all is robust. I stay in rhythm, hopping on the pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new, hit a fuck shit up, I'm gone. I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back, I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding, I'm strong. Neuromelanin control, ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated, hypothalamus, the planets lined up. Open that black hole and witness how the all is robust. I stay in rhythm, hopping on the pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new, hit a fuck shit up, I'm gone. I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back, I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding, I'm strong. Neuromelanin control, ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated, hypothalamus, the planets lined up. Open that black hole and witness how the all is robust. I stay in rhythm, hopping on the pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new.
Let's get it. The main event of the evening. Getting closer and closer to being here, and it's looking like they heading off to BC. Excuse me. We are getting ready for the main event. Sebastian Fundora versus Keith. One time. I'ma save that. So let's get it. Keith One Time Thurman, baby. We believe in your champ. All you got to do is go out there and go get the job done, baby. And we're going to be right here for him. Look, I'm going to be right here for him. But Sebastian Fundora, y'all better not sleep on Sebastian Fundora. Fundora don't be playing them games, y'all. He's hoping and he's looking to add a prominent name to his resume. Keith One Time Thurman. He's out to prove that he's still in the game. And if Keith One Time Thurman, that's my boy, y'all. Me and a wife just had a baby. You hear my boy? Say it again, son. Go ahead, boy. That's my son right there. He just turned 5 months. You know, that's our little man right there. So he over there chopping it up, just the yapping and talking. So, you know, the wife and I, we pumped up. His siblings is pumped up. So we enjoying life right now. And we about to hear my boy? Go ahead and let it be known. Express yourself, son. Oh, now he don't want to make no noise when I tell him. Come on, son. You over here playing games. That's my little man right there. I call him my hand man. That's what we talking about. Alrighty, Jimmy Lennon Jr., Keith One Time Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the main event of the evening. Please welcome the boxers as they make their way to the ring. Uh-oh, they got Keith One Time Thurman about to come to the ring first, y'all. Keith One Time Thurman. Who is this? 37-year-old who? That's Keith One Time? 37-year-old Keith One Time Thurman making his ring walk. You can see him, hands in the air. It's Keith One Time Thurman making his way to the ring, baby. Beating his gloves is Keith One Time Thurman, ready to go shock the world and let the world know that I'm coming to get on top. Give me that WBC belt at super welterweight. Oh, Keith gonna be talking crazy. Let's get it. Smiling right now. Let's go, baby. It's your time. Looking confident, feeling good. Let's go, baby. Keith one-time Thurman smiling, making his way in the ring, beating on the chest, showing love to the fans in there, dancing, feeling good right now. Keith one-time Thurman. Let's go, baby. Showing love and respect, hugging the crowd and whatnot. Let's go. You made it to the top. Now all you got to do is plant your flag right there, because this belonged to you one time. This is your time. Let's go, Keith. Let's go, Keith, baby. We rocking with Keith, and he can't do no wrong tonight. And making his way inside the ring is Keith one time. Look, at showing his love and respect, putting it up because it's one time, and the power ain't went nowhere, baby. Making its way inside the ring. Keith one time is in the ring, baby. Keith one-time Thurman in the ring, showing his respects to Sam Watson right there. And Watson showing his respects to Keith one-time Thurman. In the ring is one time, ready to go put Fundora down and do it again another time. That's what we talking about. Keith Thurman, 31-1 with 23 knockouts, 10-0 with 6 knockouts against fighters with 1 or fewer few defeats. He's undefeated tonight. 10-0. What the hell you talking about? Undefeated Keith Thurman going in there. Just give me anything. Oh, we got the best referee in the game right now. We got Thomas Taylor being a referee. And you know, Thomas Taylor don't play. He gonna get the job done. And you can see Keith one-time Thurman in the ring, baby. Keith one-time Thurman in the ring, showing love and respect to Cam. That's what we talking about. It's your time. Talking to Sam Watson is Keith Thurman. Let's go do it. And look at Sebastian Fundora. We got Gabriella Fundora. We got the Towering Inferno. Oh, shit. She getting spooky now. Here he comes. Like, oh, here comes the Towering Inferno. He don't play no games. Making his way to the ring from Coachella, California. He's the reigning champion. Defending WBC Super Welterweight Champion. The Towering Inferno. Sebastian Fundora. He's making his ring walk. Look at Fundora standing there looking like a stoic being. Let's stand. Look at Gabriella. She just smiling for a big bro. Like, brother, you on the big stage and then do it for the family. That's what we talking about. That's Gabriella talking to her brother. You know, Gabriella don't play about her brother. Making his way to the ring is Sebastian Fundora. Let's go. The Towering Inferno. Ready to go lump up the next man and let everybody know that y'all over there keep doubting me. Yes, I got a long torso and I'm lanky and skinny, but I will beat you down to the ground. Y'all can't see me. That's what we talking about. Showing love and respect to the people. Sebastian Fundora holding them belts, making his way to the ring. Sebastian Fundora, you know how he did Erickson Lubin. He trying to tear up Keith Thurman like that. He had Erickson Lubin looking different for 2-3 waxing moons, and he gonna have Keith Thurman to be continued. We're gonna figure it out right now, but it's time. It's fight time, baby. This is what we do it for. This is why we here. Smiling is Sebastian Fundora. The sport of boxing is such a beautiful, majestic sport, and you can see the fighters making their way to the ring, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. Growing up, remember, I've been watching boxing since 2024. My first bout, when I actually started paying attention to it, because you know, everybody, when the fight, especially growing up in the early 2000s, Roy Jones fighting, and everybody going to the Roy Jones fight. But the fight that I really started paying attention to was that 04. I think it was the first fight with Jermaine Taylor versus Kelly Pavlik. When Kelly Pavlik put the beats on Jermaine Franklin. What was that, 04? That's when I started paying attention. 23-1 in the ring right now. Sebastian Fundora. Thomas Taylor is talking to him. Both the fighters in the ring. Sebastian Fundora looking a little nervous. He walked past Keith like, ooh, the aura is different on this dude. Uh-oh, Keith, let's do it, baby. But Sebastian Fundora said, I'm serious. I'm ready to get rid of him. Oh, Sebastian Fundora said he's going to be the first person to ever knock and stop Keith Thurman. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents you a beautiful show here on Prime, a pay-per-view main event of the evening. Brought to you by Samsung Boxing and TGB Promotions, sponsored by DraftKings, and giving you the live commentary will be Faco, Fight or Get Knocked Out. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the president, Mauricio Suleiman, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The executive director will be Jeff Mullen. The judges ringside will be known as Judge Number 1, Judge Number 2, and Judge Number 3. And the third man inside of the ring will be Thomas Taylor. Alrighty, fight fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World. And now, Ladies and gentlemen, in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live, worldwide at the world greatest casino and MGM Grand in Las Vegas. It's prime time. That's Jimmy Lennon Jr., but I turn into Brother Lennon Jr. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks with red and blue trim, and he is hailing from Clearwater, Florida. Look at Keith. He weighed in at a trim 152 1/2 pound with a current record of 31 wins with 1 defeat. He has 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. The tonight challenger is one of boxing's most acclaimed welterweight title holders. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current world contender and a renowned former unified welterweight champion of the world. Introducing Keith One-Time Thurman. And you can see One Time pumped up like, let's get it, baby, Clearwater, Florida. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring standing 6 feet 6 inches, and he enters the ring wearing blue trunks with white trim, and he hails out of California. He weighed in at already 153 1/2 pounds. His record stands at 23 wins, 1 defeat with 1 draw, with 15 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the sensational southpaw standout and the rising star of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former unified world champion and the current reigning and defending WBC welterweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, known as the Towering Inferno, introducing Sebastian Fundora. Both fighters is focused. Everybody standing up. Once again, the referee, Thomas Taylor. Now to give instructions. Alrighty, you step over here on this side. Alrighty, gentlemen, this is good right here. Right here on the words on One Time is good. Right here in the middle of the letters right here is going to be good on Sebastian. You both received instructions in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up and back to your corner, gentlemen. Thomas Taylor ready to do it. Knuckle up, buckle up. It's time. Blade, before they start, talk to the fighters.
You better wake up. The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topping. There is another world beneath it. The real world. And if you want to survive it, you better learn to pull the trigger.
And these two are ready to go to war. 154 title. Immediately, Fundora came out, establishing left hand landed right there by Fundora. Nails Fundora. Nails Keith Thurman. Left hand came in, landed strong on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman said he's going to test the chin. Straight right hand being thrown by Keith Thurman, trying to find in right there. Caught Keith Thurman with a cross soon as the fight started, and it looked like Keith Thurman on the outside, and this is not where you want to start. Don't try to fight. That's where he's going to execute. Keith got to get on in between them elbows and find himself. Let's go, champ. Jab being flicked out on the outside, having a hard time getting on the inside is Keith One-Time Thurman. Jab's being flicked out by Sebastian. Coming in, pumping that jab is Sebastian. Another jab right there by Sebastian. Finding his range right now is going to be Keith One-Time Thurman, the smaller fighter, keeping his head off the line right there. Keep your hands up, Keith, because he is devastating puncher. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Fighting in favor of Fundora right now. Looking up for that left hand is Fundora. Straight right hand with a body shot, trying to go low, trying to get on the inside, having some success, keeping away and out that jab, using his feet and using that lateral movement that he spoke about. 1 minute and 55 seconds left in round number 1 of 12, and pumping that jab out right there is Sebastian Fundora. And you can immediately see right there Sebastian Fundora rearranging his trunks right there, pumping that jab out right there, rearranging his trunks is Sebastian Fundora. Up on his toes, eyes wide open is Keith One-Time Thurman, peeling back and getting away from that left hand. Eyes wide open is Keith. He just leaning back, seeing everything. 1 minute and 40 seconds, looking for that right hand over the top right there, and Sebastian Fundora dipping down low. Remember, Keith Thurman said, I can go in there and get real low and make him uncomfortable because he's not accustomed to punching that low. Shooting up right there, tripping over the feet. Tripping over the feet of Sebastian Fundora was Keith One-Time. Getting out the way of that jab with 1 minute and 24 seconds. Body shot with the left hand trying to go down low was Keith One-Time. Keeping his distance right now. Pumping that jab out of Sebastian Fundora. Coming in and trying to find his way. Keeping his way out. Keeping out the way right there is Thomas Taylor. Pumping that jab. Not getting trapped on them ropes, but being patient is Sebastian Fundora. Hey, I'm loving it from right there. For the member Sebastian Fundora, he usually try to get nasty and gritty. Being nice and patient is Sebastian Fundora. Like, I'm going to take my time. I know I can hurt you because I landed my left hand early, and I know I'm I'm gonna clean you. That's Sebastian Fundora over there fighting like a champion, confident in himself. 53 seconds left, having a hard way trying to get in, over the top with the left hand, body shots on the inside right there by Keith Thurman, right hand trying to go down to the body, trying to keep it tight, off the break with the left hand to the body by Sebastian Fundora, trying to go down to the body, because remember Thurman said all I see is body, but he has to get on the inside to dig out that body, and say it if you want to. 34 seconds left in round number 1 of 12, jab, double jab, but that left jab came in, that double jab, the first one missed, but the second one came in by Fundora, establishing and trying to establish this jab early on as Sebastian Fundora, trying to get away from the jab, but still aware of that left hand from Fundora because it landed early. Is Keith one-time Thurman looking pissed off right there. He trying to knock the rest of your hair off your head, Keith, and you can't be allowing that. 12 seconds left in round number 1 of 12. Straight left hand being thrown back up against the ropes, looking up body shot with a left hand over the top being thrown by one time. Ain't playing no games. You gotta let him go, Keith. You gotta let him go, Keith. 3 seconds left in round number 1. Shielding up on his times at the bell, going back to the corner. Beautiful work right there in that round number 1, establishing who he is in that round number 1 is the champion in Sebastian Fundora. The left surprised the out of Thurman. Hey, that left hand surprised him. It sure enough did. Hey, in the corner right now, Sebastian Fundora drinking water. He's like Thomas Taylor said, don't push him with that hand. And Sebastian respectful. He said, yes, sir. And you can see his sister on the outside smiling like, it's all you, brother. This is nothing. Just like in the gym. And we can see his sister speaking to her brother right now as Gabriella Fundora. This is what you need to do, big brother. Go out there and clean this up for us. Looking at his sister right now, Sebastian Fundora, like, I'm listening at you. This is all he's worked on. So you be careful. You got to be lookout when he's trying to leap in and land that shots. And look at Gabriella Fundora smiling. Keep circling him and be high. And we can see that lead left hook right there by Thurman. Let's see what happened. The attempt to land that left hand body shot with the right hand. Boom, over the top with the left hand. Missed that shot. Had to leap. Man, tried to get him right there with Keith one time. He tried to come over the top on his ass. Hey, let's go OT and go OT on him because we don't get paid for OT, unfortunately. That's what happens in the world today. Let me drink some Bobby Boucher. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, round number 2 of 12. Jab being flicked out right there by Sebastian Fundora. Trying to find a way to clean up Keith. Straight right hand, looking for that left hand was Keith Thurman. Nothing was there. Getting away from that jab by Sebastian Fundora right there was Keith. Here in his WBC Super Welterweight Championship bout. Body shot with the left hand by Keith. Getting away from that straight left hand thrown by Sebastian Fundora. Pumping that jab out, bobbing and weaving. Lateral movement is there. His focus right now is Keith. Keith found himself. I see it. He done found himself. Sebastian, you in trouble. Sebastian in trouble. The right hand to the body, you body champ. And oh, look for the uppercut. Right hand to the body going down low right now. Keith one-time Thurman looking to force Fundora to a knee. And I just seen Keith Thurman fall into it. Oh, left hand landed right there. Buckled the knees of Keith. Buckled the knees of Keith. Left hook thrown right there. Bobbing and weaving. Walked right into that left straight hand from Fundora was Keith Thurman. And buckled his knees momentarily, but he did not fall. He did not buckle. And that really woke him up. A new spirit in the rose. And it's a new fighter. Beautiful work right there by Keith. Wayne trying to turn into Tyrone. To 1 minute, Biggums. 1 minute and 50 seconds left, round number 2 of 12. Pumping that jab on the outside right there. Pumping that jab out. He said he was in the mountains. I'm over here invested. Uppercut, getting away from them shots right there is Keith one time. Sebastian Fundora, he knows he has the power to stop and hurt Keith one time Thurman. So in his mind, it's only about a matter of time. Eating some of the best shots from Fundora early, letting them know that power ain't gonna last. If I can take your best shots early on, looking for the straight right hand, but looking for that check right there with Sebastian Fundora, and looking on the outside, uppercut with the right hand, trying to land right there by Keith one-time Thurman. Focus right there, and you can see the face red by Keith saying, I'm ready to go to war, because you done already landed a couple straights and first shots on me, so I need to land mine. That's the thought process of the man from Clearwater. 1 minute and 6 seconds left in round number 2 of 12. Staying on the outside, moving to the right now with Keith one-time Thurman, and you can see Sebastian Fundora trying to find his way to get on the inside and just clean up next man, trying to act like he chop suey and trying to get a chinna, a winner chicken dinner like it was 21. 52 seconds left, still moving out the way right there. A lot of movement right there for Keith Thurman, keeping his jab at bay right now, keeping his jab flicked out, keeping Keith Thurman at bay is Sebastian Fundora, looking for that right straight left hook over the top. And the best hands, the longer this fight goes, the worse for Keith one-time Thurman. 33 seconds left, jab being flicked out, thrown right there by Sebastian Fundora, but Keith gonna figure it out. Straight left hand being thrown. Fundora's is finding himself. Fundora's like, oh yeah, I got this. I'm finding the range. If you want to stay out there, keep you at the edge of my knuckles, so I got something for you. Throwing that looping left hand right there, keeping his right hand up, blocking at his Keith, looking for that uppercut with the left hand. Great defense right there by Keith. Don't leave it out there. You can hear the referee talking to Sebastian Fundora. Don't leave your lanky long ass arms out there like that. Body shot going down low by Keith one-time Thurman with the left hand and missed that right hand to the body. Pumping that jab out right there, looking for that lead left hand over the top. Listen for that bell, gentlemen. You can hear Thomas Taylor Taylor looking for that right hand, but gotten away from that uppercut. Good work right there. Beautiful work. Trying to get crafty. Looking to take chances is Keith Thurman. Going to sit in the corner right now with Keith one-time Thurman. Let's see if we have audio. That's Barry. Look, you got to move and shift to the left just a little bit more, and we're going to run him into something. Taking a mouthpiece out of the mouth to Keith Thurman, telling him to take deep breaths in, stay nice and relax. Holding a water bottle with his right hand, index finger with the thumb. It's going to be the main two fingers that's going to press the bottle to allow the water to flow out. Taking a deep breath in, sitting in the stoner, and with a cool, it's Keith one-time Thurman. On the stool, left hand over the top by Keith, but bam, left hand landed by Fundora. Buckled the legs, buckled the knees of Keith Thurman, but did not go down with Keith Thurman. Jab, walked right in, look at that left, bam, left hand right on the face, buckled the knees of Keith. Said, I'm ready to take a punch. I can take 2, 3, 10 of those. Putting the mouthpiece in the mouth of Keith one-time Thurman, saying, you got this. You need to touch his body just a little bit more. Yup, Keith one-time Thurman agreeing, saying, yep, I'm going to touch that body. I'm going to touch that body. Standing up off the stool right now, ready to go out to the next round are both of these athletes.
And here we go.
They got to show up and they got to show out and go crazy just so I can go crazy. Keep stay alive. 2 minutes and 46 seconds in round number 3 of 12. Jab flicked out, thrown by Keith Thurman, keeping his distance. Sebastian Fundora is trying to come in and find himself. Keith Thurman is trying to say, hell no, if I stay on the outside and protect my senses, then I'm going to be okay. Gentlemen, watch your feet. That's Thomas Taylor speaking with both the fighters. Gentlemen, watch your feet. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here in round number 3 of 12. Jab's being flicked out, keeping that arm out, keeping his distance, getting away from the jab, thrown out, uppercut with the left hand, being looking like, time to take his chance, because Sebastian Fundora about to start throwing that uppercut hook combination shit nitty that he be throwing. And if uppercuts and hooks start coming thrown on Keith Thurman, it's gonna be hell to tail the corner. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left, round number 3 of 12. On the inside, trying to make it rough on the inside is Keith Thurman. Body shot with the left hand, looking for an uppercut with Sebastian Fundora. Straight right hand, making it nice and gritty right there is Keith one-time Thurman. Looking for the left hand right there, popping that jab out is Sebastian Fundora. Getting his ass back at bay. Like, you can't be getting in here acting feisty. Left hook over the top, shielding up, protecting the senses right there was Keith Thurman. Great defense. Bro, protecting himself and blocking that hook from Thurman. Straight left hand to the body, another left hand thrown, blocking them shots right there is Keith. Shielding up right there, blocking them shots, doing a great job, taking a step back on them ropes, getting off the ropes, coming in with a body shot with the right hand down low was Keith Thurman. Beautiful body shot with the right hand coming down low by Thurman. Trying to rearrange the trunks. That lets you know it land. 1 minute and 33 seconds straight right hand going down to the body by Keith Thurman. Over there finding the body, listening to his corner. Good jabs right there by Sebastian Fundora. Listening to his corner, good jab by Thurman. Corner said dig down to the body. Keith Thurman said yes sir, and he's doing exactly that. 1 minute and 19 seconds. Just a classy boxy puncher here tonight. Is one time looking to ice the next man and put him in an ICU. Ooh, don't say the real one. 1 minute and 12 seconds left here in round number 3 of 12. Punch him in his mouth, make him yell, and looking at him eyes wide open right there, trying to keep him eyes wide shut, and be like, this is not Hollywood. 1 minute and 3 seconds left. Body shot with the right hand going down low and getting away from the left hook. Good body work, finding the cadence and getting in and getting out of them punches right there is Keith one-time Thurman, and that's what you want to see, and that's what you love to see from him. Controlling that fight right there, up on his toes, looking to find his rhythm, looking to focus to that body is Keith one-time Thurman, looking to counter punch Sebastian. Good right hand thrown right there by Keith. Good right hand, left hand to the body being thrown by Sebastian. Taking a step back right there, Keith one-time Thurman. Pumping that jab out, looking for the left hand to the body of Keith one-time Thurman. With 19 seconds in round number 3 of 12. Doing great work. Left hook missing them shots, using that long arm reach to just keep it out there, making forcing Keith Thurman to miss that shot, and then moving to the right, pumping that jab out of Sebastian Fundora, trying to plant that jab and trying to keep Thurman on them ropes, but Keith Thurman is finding a way away from them ropes and not getting trapped on them ropes. Hands held high, pumping that jab out, straight left hand being thrown right there by Sebastian Fundora. Listen for the bell, gentlemen. Looking to come in right there and didn't throw anything, and that's the end of that round. Showing his respects right there, Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora is in the corner right now, sitting down, about to get instruction, because they're telling him you got to keep working, and you got to relax, because this is your moment and this is your time. Both of these fighters is in their neutral corners, getting instructions, getting waters. I can turn in and tell y'all to give y'all a motivational speech like Leonidas, but what y'all gotta do as soon as y'all rise up off the stool is go out there and earn your shield.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. And these shields, boys! Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time.
Always and forever. I'ma be beating the brakes off of you. And then I get the R&B and start singing on y'all asses. A musical blow by blow. Ready to go on the inside right now. It's both the fighters making their way in the middle of the ring of the eye of the storm of the chamber of truth. Jazz being flicked out by Fundora. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can you subscribe to the channel? Hit the like, hit the hype. Hook a brother up. Here we go. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. Total punches landed through round 4. 26 total punches landed by Fundora. 15 total punches landed by Thurman. Left hand thrown through 166 punches was Fundora, and through 62 punches was Keith one-time Thurman. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. That left hand sound like something happened. Good defense right there by Thurman. Sweeping right hook, dipping underneath that was Keith one-time Thurman. Looking for the open, looking for that opportunity is Keith one-time Thurman. Looking to try to focus to the body and just be a traditional boxer puncher here this evening. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. Jab, uppercut with the left hand by Sebastian Fundora. Sneaky uppercut came in and landed. Nasty uppercut right there. And I'm telling Keith, you got to protect yourself from them uppercuts. He's out wide. Body shot with the left hand going down low. And that body shot hurt Keith Thurman to the left hand to the body. You know, Keith Thurman don't like them left hands to the body. Bobbing and weaving. Left hook landed right there by Sebastian Fundora. Tried to get out of the way, but his arms are long and got away from that shot as Keith Thurman. Starting to load up with landing some shots right there as Sebastian Fundora. He over here confusing. He tall and long. And he gonna thump with you. 1 minute and straight left hand being thrown by Sebastian. On the inside, left hand coming in, trying to on the inside, shielding up. Referee saying turn around and go. Thomas Taylor, he don't be playing around. Looking for that straight right hand was Keith Thurman. Body shot with the left hand of Sebastian Fundora. The referee saying stop and separate. 1 minute and 28 seconds. Looking for the straight right hand is Keith one-time Thurman. Taking a step back, trying to bait him in. Double jabs being flicked out, thrown by Fundora, shielding up, blocking them shots is Keith one-time Thurman. 1 minute and 19 seconds in round number 4 of 10. Left hand thrown, blocking him, backed up against the ropes, uppercut with the left hand, shielding up, blocking them shots is Keith one-time Thurman. Starting to open up, body shot with the left hand, coming down low by Keith Thurman, getting away from the jabs, flicked out, counter jab thrown by Fundora. Looking for the uppercut, miss left hand, right uppercuts being thrown by Sebastian Fundora. Starting to let his hands go. The precision of punches being thrown by Sebastian Fundora. Left hook, right hand being thrown. Another right hand landed on the left side of the ear on the cartilage of Keith Thurman. Jab being flicked out with 53 seconds left. Round number 4 of 12. Shielding up right now with Fundora. Upper straight body shots with the left hand being thrown by Sebastian Fundora. Jabs being flicked out. Starting to open and let his hands go. Pumping that jab out. Straight left hand. Missed that shot. Left hand dipping down low. Letting his hands go. Uppercut with the left hand of Sebastian Fundora. Starting to let his hands go. Starting to overwhelm Keith Thurman right now. It's only about a matter of time. God damn it, Keith. Right hand being thrown. Uppercut with the left hand by Sebastian. Go get him, Fundora. Don't wait for him. Go clean him. If he don't belong in there with you, go clean him up and get him out of there. This is boxing, baby. Right hand over. Right hand's being thrown by Keith Thurman. Right hand's being landed on the left arms of Sebastian Fundora. Starting to come in and starting to let his hands go. But Keith saying, I just got to take my time. But when it's time for me, I'm going to go for it. Throwing that right hand in the face of Keith Thurman and starting to turn different colors. 11 seconds left. Taking a step back, starting to turn red just a little bit. Round number 4 of tail. Straight left hand missed that shot was Fundora with 5 seconds left here in this round number 4 of 12. Just the avalanche of offense coming from Sebastian Fundora, acknowledging that. And now Keith Thurman going to sit in his corner, taking deep breaths in like, ooh, goddamn, I don't know what I'm going to do. Sitting down as if he was really 38. Taking a mouthpiece out of the mouth of Keith Thurman, looking a little tired right now. I'm looking at the aura of Keith right now. He's looking to keep your defense tight, champ, and start to believe in yourself, champ. I'm going to talk to Keith right now. What you got to do is I want you to step to the left hand to the body and spit that straight right hand down the pipe. You understand? Working on that right eye and working on the face of Keith Thurman, starting to get touched up with some punch. You can see over the right eye of Keith one-time Thurman is bruised up. You can see that bruise over the right eyebrow of Keith Thurman. You can see the bruise on the left cheekbone of Keith Thurman. You can see under the eyes, you can see the abrasion starting to form on the face of Keith Thurman, starting to limp him up and starting to put hands on him. It's Sebastian Fundora. And now we're gonna see the replay. Look at another successful uppercut with the left hand right on the mouth. Beautiful uppercut with the left hand by Sebastian Fundora from a long distance. Left hand by Keith, uppercut being thrown to the body, landed by Sebastian Fundora, forcing that right elbow to drop down. Beautiful work by Sebastian Fundora. Keith Thurman, that right side of his face is starting to look cray-cray, but he's still a true warrior, starting to go out there and land his one-time all day, every day. Jab being flicked out 1 minute, 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Jab's being flicked out by Keith Thurman. He getting hit anyway. Straight right hand landed by Keith Thurman. Big shot with a right hand by Keith Thurman. The best punch of the night right there by Keith. He said he gonna reacted poorly to these shots. Remember, Keith, you said you was gonna hit him. It's gonna say retreat, re-steep, warning, warning. warning. Remember, Keith, you remember you said that? Now make that warning, make that happen. Straight right hand down to the body being thrown by Keith. Retreating, taking a step back right there, doing a whole lot of movement, taking a lot of energy away from Keith Thurman. Looking for the left hand down to the body, trying to tear a torso. Said it's a whole lot of body. It's his body. It's his body. Keith Thurman said, Sebastian Fundora, he got a whole lot of that body. Hold on, my ass acting goofy now. Hold on. 2 minutes flat here in round number 5 of 10. How to wake up. Right hand over the top being thrown right there by Keith Thurman. Face starting to turn different forms. Left hand down the pipe with a left hook landed right there by Sebastian Fundora. Left hand getting away from them shots right there is Keith Thurman. And it's looking like Keith Thurman is over here welting away. Body shot with a left hand uppercut, starting to let his punches go right now. Sebastian Fundora. Punches and punches. Left hands being thrown, getting away from them punches right there is Keith one-time Thurman. But starting to open up his patience. And you can see the face of Sebastian Fundora. You can see the face of Keith Thurman. And you can see the punches just starting to accumulate. And the power and the wear and tear on the face of Keith Thurman starting to accumulate. Left hands being thrown. Left hook being thrown. Punches and punches. Letting it go right now, turning into the Predator right now with Sebastian Fundora. Looking nasty, beating up Keith Thurman, putting hands on Keith Thurman. To one time, it's going to be many times that Sebastian going to land. 1 minute and 14 seconds left being thrown. Taking a step back with a left hook landed right there by Keith Thurman. Clipped him right there with Thurman. Right hand over the top, swinging it back at him right now is Keith. Right hand over the top with a left hand by Sebastian. Taking a step back on the ropes right now is Keith. 1 minute and 6 seconds left here in round number 5 of 12. Jab being flicked out, taking a step back, coming in, getting desperate right now, and fighters kicking in. That fighter flight mode, and he decided to fight right there was Keith Thurman. Straight right hands being thrown by Keith. Jabs being flicked out, taking a step back. Jabs and dipping down low right there is Keith Thurman. Taking a deep breath in, looking a little fatigued right now is Keith one-time Thurman. Missing all them shots, and it's taking a lot of energy out of him. On the ropes, dipping down with a straight left hand, getting away from the bite, getting away from Sebastian's left hand. Right hand on that left shoulder, tearing up the shoulders, tearing up the biceps, just touching Keith everywhere on the body. Looking for the uppercut with the left hand, trying to pivot straight left hand off the peel back. Beautiful work right there. You can see the lathe smiling, turning into the demon right now with Sebastian Fundora. Sticking to the game plan, getting out the way of them things, using his length, using his jab, confusing and frustrating, and there's nothing that Keith Thurman can do but land that one time, but that one time is looking like it's going to be no time. 16 seconds in round number 5 of 10. Moving to the right now is Keith Thurman. Subscribe to the channel. 10 seconds left. Jab flicked out by Sebastian. Over the top with a counter. Left hand, right hand's being thrown. Punches him in behind the beat. Right hand's over the top. Left hand's being thrown. Backed up against the ropes right now is Keith. Keith is hurt. Keith is hurt, and he's going to survive that round. And Keith is going to survive that round. Going back to the corner and look at the Thomas Taylor's looking at Keith like, you got to show me something or I'm going to have to stop this fight. Thomas Taylor is looking at Keith Thurman like, if you don't show me anything, I'm calling it off. I'm going to stop this shit. And in the corner right there is Keith Thurman taking a deep breath in. Look at that right side of the face. Look at the right eye of Keith Thurman. It's swelling up. Look at the left eye of Keith Thurman. It's swelling up. You have to close the gap, Keith Thurman. That's what the corner is telling Keith. You have to close the gap. Breathing deep, drinking water, just looking like he's a battered, beat down mess is Keith Thurman in his corner right now. Giving him and looking at Thomas Taylor just a looking, just a watching Thomas Taylor like, you better do something. Drinking water right there is Keith one-time Thurman. And they're telling Keith one-time Thurman, look, you got to get on the inside, man. Look at the replay. Left hands, right hands, uppercuts, right hands over the top. Took a lot of shots. Swinging his shots. Bam. Left hands missed them shots. They're teeing off right now with Sebastian. Left hand over the top landed by Keith though. And then another right hand to the body by Keith. Good work right there by Keith. And then jab flaked out being thrown right there. Swinging and then throwing. Counter left. Right hands over the top. Punches and bunches being thrown right there by Sebastian Fundora. Letting hands rip. Letting hands go. And then you can see Keith Thurman going to look at Keith. Look at the doctor. Look at the doctor and everybody talking to Keith Thurman. If you don't show me nothing, I'm going to have to stop this fight. And look at Keith. I'm good to go. I'm perfectly fine. Had to look at the doctor right there and look at Keith Thurman. And this is Sebastian Fundora just standing there like, I'm about to beat the brakes off of y'all little ass talking all that shit. And remember Sebastian Fundora? I'll let him do the talking. I'll let my fist do the talking. And doing just that is Sebastian. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Left hand being thrown. God damn it, Keith. Right hands over the top being thrown. Shielding up, protecting them fights. And this could be the round to be it. Left hands over the top. Uppercut with the left hand. Beautiful work right there. And good punch right there. Left hand to the body being thrown right there by Keith one-time Thurman. And you can see Thomas Taylor is going to take a good look. And Thomas Taylor is going to be looking at Keith one-time Thurman over the top with a left hand being thrown right there. After a right hand being thrown. Straight right hand hesitating. Uppercut left hand over the top being thrown by Sebastian Fundora. Cut over the left eye is Keith. Right hands over the top. Bleeding out of that left eye is Keith Thurman. A bloody mess. Just looking like a beat down mess. And it's only about a matter of time. Over that tongue looking like Erickson Lubin in a minute. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Overwhelming him. Round number 6 of 12. The first man to stop Keith Thurman. Straight left hand Sebastian Fundora. Punching that jab out. He got to go for that knockout because Sebastian Fundora beating him down, ladies and gentlemen. Giving him a good old fast beating. The referee might stop in and stop this shit. Left hands and look at Thomas Taylor just a looking and just a watching. 2 minutes flat. Uppercut with the left hand by Sebastian Fundora. Getting out the way and backing up right now is Keith one-time Thurman. Straight right hand, straight left hand, and it's gonna problem. Sebastian Fundora, he's the problem. Let's go, baby. 1 minute and 48 seconds, looking to be dominant. And he's a young man. Left hand over the top. Punches and bunches right now. Getting away and waved off the fight was Thomas Taylor. Waved off the fight was Thomas Taylor. It's all over. It's all over. Talking to Keith Thurman, I had to stop it. You was getting hands put on you, and there was nothing you can do about it. You couldn't get this man nothing. He was just beating you down. The face of Keith Thurman, toe up, beat up, brutal down, a beat down mess. And look at one time, I can't believe it, a battered, brutal, beaten mess right there. It's Keith one time Thurman going walking to his corner right now, wiping the face off of Sebastian Fundora, because ain't nothing wrong with him. Sebastian Fundora, awesome beat down. Look at Sam Watson, just smiles, talking to Sam Watson right there. It's Sebastian Fundora. Look at Cam Newton. Look at Cam, not Cam Newton. Look at Cameron, like, hey, you did your thing. Hey, you did your thing. You beat him down. And look at Keith one time Thurman in the corner getting that eye worked on. Keep your head up, Keith. It happens to the best of us. You made it to the top, but this Sebastian Fundora, this is his era. Taking off the gloves right now of Sebastian Fundora. And Keith one time Thurman, keep your head up, champ. It just happens to the best of us. And it's like, oh, goddamn, nasty work right there. Went toe to toe, and this couldn't last. Sebastian Fundora in his corner, getting his hands taken off, getting his gloves taken off by his sister. And look at Keith Thurman standing up, battered and beaten. The face of Keith Thurman, he's been beat up, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see Cameron, and let's see the replay of what transpired. Left hand over the top, right hand being thrown. Look at left hand over the top, blocking them shots, uppercut, missed them shots, bobbing and weaving, missing all them shots is Sebastian. Left hand's being thrown, he ain't landing nothing flush. Left hands, he blocking all them shots. Great defense, Keith. Jab, straight left hand, missing them shots, jab. None of them punches landed. Blocking them shots was Keith. Keith was blocking all them shots, y'all. Keith didn't get hit, and the referee hopped in, and Keith was blocking them shots. Keith was blocking them shots, and the referee stopped that shit. What the hell going on, Thomas Taylor? He had the defense. Yeah, he was getting beat up, but the way you stopped it, he was shooting up, blocking that shit. Oh, they did keep dirty, showing his love and respect. That's the sportsmanship that we need as gentlemen. That's what we're talking about, showing his love and respect to Keith one time Thurman. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute and 17 seconds in round number 6. Our referee in charge, Thomas Taylor, has seen enough. Stop the contest. He is the winner by technical knockout, and he is still the WBC super welterweight champion of the world, the towering inferno, Sebastian Fundora. And you can see everybody, Viva Mexico, cabronas. They got their Mexico flags. They feeling good. And you can see him putting his number 1s in the air right there. It's Sebastian Fundora. Post-fight interview. All righty, more. Thank you very much, Sebastian. Congratulations. You seem to be in control of this fight, the onslaught. Why were you able to control this fight? I was working very hard for this fight. Now I can see you, but I was working very hard for this fight. You know, Keith, I told him right now in the corner, hey, I always looked up to him. He's a great, great fighter, a Hall of Famer for sure. You know, first bout Hall of Famer for sure. And, you know, I just want to take my hat off to him, and I'm going to take my hat off for real to him. You know, Sebastian, but all respect to Keith, and they got Keith Thurman walking off right now. They got Keith Thurman leaving, going to the medical tent right there, going to show this love. Keep your head up, Keith. It ain't nothing Coldwater, Florida. You went in there and you fought the best fight, baby, and you went out there and you just came up short. That happens to the best of us. And then what did you concentrate on? What enabled you to have this success? Maturity. You seen me grow up in this program in PBC. They provided me. They fighting these Hype Town fighters, my promoters giving me hard fights. I didn't go to the Olympics. I didn't even make it to the national tournaments winning those. But, you know, I continue to work. I continue to strive for greatness. And now I'm finally here. In the past, you wanted to fight on the inside. You stayed away from him tonight. What changed in your strategy? You know, I was thinking today, like, there's a quote that I read in my on Instagram that says fly. A fly bird, fly bird, fly. Birds use their wings. Birds use their whole wings to fly. You got some big swings, exactly. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna use my whole wingspan tonight. So now, where do you want to go? Where do you want to do? I'll fight whoever, man. I'll fight whoever. It's all kind of names. It's all big names. I think 154 for the best division right now. So you know, whoever wants it next, we can get it. Was this easier than you expected? It was a lot easier than what I expected. It was a lot easier. You know, I was a little nervous today. Because he's such a big name. He's such a big fighter. But I got in there and I just reminded myself of this is my world. That's right, champ. Let's go. I like Sebastian. He the truth. Let's go. I'm rocking with Sebastian. Anybody step up with Sebastian, he whooping your ass. About the family in boxing right now. Can you just describe what it's like to have your family and what it's like to have your father in your corner. Well, my father says he is my first manager. He is my only manager as well. So he managed me when I was a kid. He managed me when I was a kid. He's managing me now, you know. So I thank my father, and you know, my father is my best friend. That's right, Tim. Sebastian, congratulations. Terrific performance, and congratulations. And now Sebastian and Jim Gray, they done going, and now we can see Cameron in the back right there. And remember, he came out with purple haze. I remember Cameron, he came out wearing the pink, and then he came out with the squared earrings. That's the early 2000. That's that Dipset, the Diplomats. And you know, I was rocking with Joel Santana. And then you can see Sebastian, and I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture with Sebastian. Hey, over there smiling, feeling good right there, Sebastian Fundora. Went out there and got the victory. Thomas Taylor, like, you did a great job. Good work right there by Sebastian Fundora. Damn good work. Got the chain on him. You see what I'm wearing. You see I'm blinged out, and I'm going to make it to the promised land. There you go. Sebastian Fundora went out there and got the victory, baby. That's how you do it. Alrighty, what y'all talking about in the comment section? They said, oh my God, look at his face. It was a damn mess. Look at Cameron, the damn mess. Beautiful work. Showing love and respect right there, Sebastian Fundora. Getting a congratulation, and he get the stoppage tonight. Like, you see this chain, they giving me all type of jewelry. I'm gonna keep winning the WBC. This really the money belt. And now you can see him smiling right there. Look at Gabriella. I'm like, come on, sis, you know who I be, and you know who I is. And you can see him, Sebastian Fundora with the family. Sebastian Fundora with everybody around him, taking pictures and walking off, turning around. Cameron, get out the picture. I'm just taking pictures with my immediate family now. You're not invited. And turned around, and Cameron said, damn that, I'm gonna get in this picture. And you can see Cameron right there getting his promotional game on, baby. Cam, let's get it, baby. Gabriella Fundora, Sebastian Fundora, looking to take over in the men's division is Sebastian, and looking to take over in the women's division is Gabriella. The Fundoras is the real deal, Holyfield, and their problem. Look at brother and sister. Look at that chain. That's a nice chain. And then you did a good job. Look at Gabriella Fundora over there looking at her brother. Like, there you go, big bro. I look up to you. Look at Sam Watson talking to Sebastian Fundora. Everybody happy. Everybody is smiling, looking to show love and go show hug and support to the promotional team right there. It's going to be Sebastian Fundora. He's showing love to the promotional team. Everybody, all the people behind the scenes, I respect you and I appreciate you for what you're doing. And look at smiling, taking pictures right there of Sebastian Fundora. Like, this is what I do all day, every day. He's a winner. And now he's 7-0 with 4 KOs in Las Vegas, looking to be the towering inferno. He's the MG Grand itself, shaking the people's hands right there, showing love and respect right there of Sebastian Fundora. Walking off, leaving the ring, it's Sebastian Fundora with his glasses on, fixing it. As soon as he put his glasses on, he's like, now I can see. So he couldn't even see. We're leaving the ring right now with Sebastian Fundora, and they're helping him climb down them stairs because his legs is real long and he probably can't see that far. And now look at everybody saying, take pictures with the fans on the outside. He's like, I can't. I got to get to the medical tent. I ain't about to take pictures with none of y'all. I don't even know y'all like that. Shaking hands and showing love to the fans right there, because that's what it's all about. It's Sebastian Fundora. That was somebody with no badge trying to get him to walk into the fans. He said, nah, I'm gonna walk with the security guards. Smart move right there by Sebastian. Shaking hands right there. It's Sebastian Fundora showing love and respect. There you go. I can sign anything you got. You want me to sign that? I got you. And now they're gonna show the replay of everything. Look at the heavyweight. Bam, left hand, right hand's being thrown. Uh-oh, the big dude's looking like he was just throwing thuggers, and the referee hopped in and said, it's over. Threw his hands in the air right there. Who was this? A big heavyweight juggernaut. And then they got Hernandez versus Goucher. Uppercut, left hook being thrown. Goucher got stopped. Oh, hell no. Nah. Right hand over the top by Hernandez. And the referee hopped in. The referee was just waving all the fights off tonight. And then you can see him looking strong with belts on his shoulders. And then we got Tellez versus Mendoza. And then Tellez, my apologies, in the head. But bam, look at the nose. Broken nose. Nasty work right there by Tellez. That was nasty. And he said it basically broke his nose and he couldn't breathe. And then the jab straight right uppercuts and just started to let his hands go, and Tellez just started to let off and got the victory. Was Tellez. So beautiful work right there. And then we had the main event, Sebastian Fundora. Too much for Keith Thurman. Punches and bunches, letting it rain on Keith Thurman. There's nothing Keith Thurman can do. Punches and bunches, just put it on him. Wave off the fight ref. It's over. He can't take no more. And Sebastian Fundora winking at him. Can't none of y'all see me. I'm gonna beat all y'all asses. That's Sebastian Fundora, the towering inferno, looking to burn everybody. Saturday, April 4th, Prime Video, PBC, WBO International Middleweight title. It's the return of Tim Tszyu. He takes on the undefeated Dennis Nerja. Saturday, April 4th, Prime. We're going to be right here to call that blow by blow. Depends on who fighting. So ladies and gentlemen, Subscribe to the channel and hit the like. Oh, before y'all, oh, hell nah. Before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all I was going to hit y'all last. Good work right there by Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora went out there and got the job done. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn this off. We called our boxing. This is the Sabbath. And now it's time for us to get serious real quick. We're going to pull this up. It's time for us to get serious real quick, ladies. We're going to break this down and we're going to get in. And I want to read something to y'all that I found that I think everybody need to read. And I believe that it's interesting. So let's pull this up and let's break this down. We got underground bases, missing children, and extraterrestrials. So we're going to break this down and we're going to get right and we're going to get lit. So this is what we're going to do. I want to read this just to get, just to let y'all know what's going on in the world. This is strange, spooky business. Alrighty. But I want to see myself though. But I want y'all to see it too. Alrighty. Boom. So we'll pull that up. Alrighty. And I'm just going to read through this and we're going to go through it. What it says. Let me make this just a little bit bigger. I'm at an age. Boom. I'm at an age. Oh yeah. I like that. Underground bases, missing children, and extraterrestrials. Let me pull this up real quick. Put that back. Boom. That out. Make sure everything is good. Perfect. Alrighty, everybody can see. Perfect. Now let's dig it in and let's get it right. We got underground bases, missing children, extraterrestrials by James Cashbolt. After the completion of my last article, MI6 are the lords of the global drug trade. I must now present the full picture as to what the intelligence community drug trafficking money is being used for. I need to do this for many reasons. The truth must come out and I need to protect my family and myself. If any of us were to come to the premature end, it will only add more credibility to what I am saying. Therefore, by presenting the following, I am protecting us. Government harassment and surveillance of me have increased since going public with the last article. I believe this has now become a national security issue. I have had my life threatened. Men situated in a hotel opposite my flat taking photographs of me using a high-tech long-range camera which uses a blue laser. My phone line and my girlfriend's mother's phone line tapped, my information hacked into and taken off multiple websites, and emails from government officials blocked. I believe this is because I am leaking information on projects classified above top secret, which I will go into detail in this article. The intelligence run drug trafficking is only classified secret. My name is James Cashbolt, and I worked in MI6 covert cocaine trafficking operations with the IRA in London between 1995 and 1999. My father, Peter Cashbolt, was also MI6. He worked with the CIA and Mafia in Rome in 1993 on covert cocaine and heroin trafficking operations. The global drug trade run by many factions of the global intelligence community cooperating together, MI6, CIA, Mossad, etc., is worth at least 500 billion euros a year. This is more than the global oil trade. MI6 control many of the other intelligence agencies in the world. MI6 created the CIA in 1947 and still control them today. The Black Ops drug money, or in classic Orwell terms, MI6/CIA non-appropriated funds, is being used to fund government and military projects classified above top secret. These operations include a huge worldwide UFO cover-up and the building and maintaining of deep underground military bases known as DUMBs. There are many of these bases worldwide, but here is a small list. Dulce in New Mexico, the Brecon Beacons in Wales, Los Alamos in Mexico, Pine Gap in Australia, the Snowy Mountains in Australia, the Nila Range in Africa, west of Kindu in Africa, next to the Libyan border in Egypt, Mount Moloch in Switzerland, Narvik in Scandinavia, Gotland Island in Sweden, and many other places. Let me drink some of this Bobby Boucher. These projects are being run by a secret, unelected, international governing body connected to the United Nations. There are at least 1,400 of these deep underground military bases worldwide, 131 in the United States, with 2 underground bases being built per year in the US at the moment. This was written in the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. They say now that shit is plus 4,000. The bases are on average the size a medium-sized city, the size of a medium-sized city. Each deep underground military base costs between $17 to $26 billion to build, which is funded by the MI6 CIA drug money. Each underground base employs 1,800 to 10,000 workers. A nuclear-powered drill it used to dig underground. This drill goes through rock at a tremendous rate and literally melts the rock away to form a smooth glass-like surface around the edges of the tunnels. On May 20th, I personally received information from a former member of the NSA, National Security Agency, through a third party. I wish to protect this man's identity, and so I will call him G. This is the first time this information is being made public. G was subcontracted by the NSA in the late 1980s and worked for the NSA until 1992. He was a senior electrical engineer in the Los Alamos underground base in New Mexico. G also worked at the Alamo Gordo dump in New Mexico and an underground base in Hawaii. He said the Los Alamos base goes 2 miles underground and is the size of a small city. While it's there, he witnessed rows of caged humans, tall great aliens, and reptilian aliens. G says the NSA was very hard on all subcontractors and people were worked very hard under severe conditions. According to G, the U.S. federal government, the U.S. Air Force, and the Department of Energy run the Hawaii dump he worked at. This base goes down 2 miles and stretches out into the Pacific Ocean. It was here that 3 very tall and muscular Nordic-looking men, who according to G were reptilian/human hybrids because their eyes would shift into having vertical slits for pupils. They chased him along the motorway there and they threatened to kill him because he had overheard them talking about some piece of high technology. Understandably, G has been emotionally scarred from these experiences and does not like talking to people about them. I was told on May 23rd from this source that in June there would be a huge amount of HARP engineered earthquakes on the west coast of America and that the deep underground military bases there had already been evacuated and shut down. This was 100% accurate because between the 21st and the 28th of June, there were at least 400 earthquakes in the west coast of America. We got the blue, HARP. Let's click HARP. See where this takes us. This is translate. HARP, Turkish Space Agency classification of the February 6th earthquake. And we want to know what HARP is. What the hell is this? Atmosphere above Japan heated rapidly before a magnitude 9 earthquake. The background of HARP project. Yeah, let's see what HARP is. Military interest in space became intense during and after World War II because of the introduction of rocket science, the companion to nuclear technology. The early versions include the buzz bomb and guided missiles. Okay, I ain't about to go down. Alrighty, we continue reading about underground bases, missing children, and extraterrestrials. Gonna get to the good stuff. By executive order, the NSA is exempt from all laws which do not specifically name the NSA in the text of the law, which basically means they can do whatever they want and are answerable to no one. This is because of its interaction with extraterrestrial species and its twisted view that the people are children and cannot handle the truth. There is currently an internal war raging in the global intelligence community regarding the alien agenda. This is between negative and positive factions. From my understanding, one of the main negative factions is a group created around MI6 and CIA called Aquarius. This group is covering up the truth, blatantly lying and discrediting or murdering anyone who gets too close to exposing what's going on. There is also a positive group centered around naval intelligence called COM-12, which is leaking accurate information regarding the alien agenda into the public arena. So they got two factions. So the bad group around MI6 and the CIA, they're called Aquarius, and this group is covering up the truth, blatantly lying and discrediting or murdering anyone. Aquarius, let's click this. Project Aquarius. Aquarius briefing document. Oh shit. Top secret executive correspondence. Oh shit, we done found something. Project Aquarius. Top secret. This document was prepared by MJ12. MJ is solely, I don't know what that word is. I can't see it. Oh shit. We found something. The document is being okay. Project Aquarius, the full text of executive briefing. Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, I think we done found something hot. Ladies and gentlemen. You know, if y'all let me see what y'all talking about. Look at camera. Y'all rocking with me in the building? Let me know if y'all rocking. All righty, let's read this Project Aquarius. Let's break this down with the people in the building. This is for us. Project Aquarius. Full text, executive briefing, Project Aquarius. The following transcript of an alleged MJ12 briefing provided to the then president Jimmy Carter has been provided by researcher Lee Graham, a recipient of the document. Graham stated that he received the document on June 3rd, 1991 from the researcher William Moore. There you go. Click the image. You go to picture. Attention, a top secret. Executive correspondence. Project Aquarius. Oh shit, this is real. This shit real, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, this shit real, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't no game. Let me see this. What is this? The information contained in this document is classified top secret or ORCON. Only the originator may release the information. Only MJ12 has access to Project Aquarius. No other government agency, to include the military, have access to the information contained in this briefing. There are only 2 copies of Project Aquarius, and the location is known only to MJ12. This document will be destroyed after the briefing. No notes, photographs, or audio recordings may be made of this briefing. Contains 16 volumes of documented information collected from the beginning of the United States investigation of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and identified alien crafts, IAC. The project was originally established in 1953 by order of President Eisenhower under control of NSC and MJ12. In 1966, the project's name was changed from Project Gleam to Project Aquarius. The project was funded by CIA confidential funds. The project was originally classified secret, but was upgraded to its present classification in December 1969. After Project Blue Book closed, the purpose of Project Aquarius was to collect all scientific, technological, medical, and intelligence information from UFO and identified alien craft sightings and contacts with alien life forms. This orderly file or collected information has been used to advance the United States space program. Don't forget, the United States program. Didn't Trump just pumped up in what they got? Don't they got Space Command? What's that? I think it's Space Command, right? Or is it Space Force? I think it's the USA. Yep. The United States Space Force is the military's 6th branch, established on December 20th, 2019, to organize, train, and equip personnel to protect U.S. and allied interests in, from, and to space. As an independent service branch within the Department of Defense, it secures space capabilities such as satellite communications, GPS, missile warnings, and it manages space launchings. Missions. The United States Secret Space Force secures space assets, providing space capabilities to joint forces. We want the good shit. Personal Space Force are known as Guardians, and they name the root race in the operation. So they got a real life Space Force. they got Space Force, ladies and gentlemen, in the sky as we speak right now. You can read it. The United States Space Force. They're in the sky right now, operating in the upper atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nobody going to space. But here you go. That's the 6th military branch playing no games. Let's get back to it. Remember, we're reading Project Aquarius, and we got this Project Aquarius. We found this because we was originally reading underground bases, missing children, and extraterrestrials. So let's go back to Project Aquarius because this is very interesting. Contains 16 volumes, MJ 1966. Okay, 1969, after Project Blue Book closed, the purpose of Project Aquarius was to collect all scientific, technological, boom, United States space program, boom, that's why I got that. Okay, I just showed y'all Space Force, the 6th branch of the military, and y'all heard what I just read. The purpose of Project Aquarius was to collect all scientific, technological, medical, and intelligence information from UFOs and identify alien craft sightings and contacts with alien life forms. This orderly file or collected information has been used to advance the United States space program. December 20th, 2019. Let's get it. The preceding briefing is a historical account of the United States government investigation of aerial phenomena, recovered alien aircrafts, and contacts with extraterrestrial life forms. Yeah, damn, we're going to get back to the underground bases. We're going to read this briefing that they had about these aliens. This is hot. In June 1947, a civilian pilot flying over the Cascade Mountains of Washington State observed 9 flying discs, later referred to as UFOs. The commander, Air Force Technical Intelligence Center of the then Army Air Force, became concerned and ordered an inquiry. This was the beginning of the United States' involvement with the UFO investigations. In 1947, an aircraft of extraterrestrial origin crashed in the desert of New Mexico. The craft was covered by the military. 4 alien, non-Homo sapien bodies were recovered in the wreckage. The aliens were found to be creatures not related to human beings. In late 1949, another alien aircraft crashed in the United States and was recovered partially intact by the military. 1 alien of extraterrestrial origin. Hold on. Y'all think this shit crazy? Look what I found. This is top secret executive correspondence. Project Aquarius. Top secret. Remember, they gave y'all the alien disclosure. They released all the documents. Y'all over here worried about goofy shit. I had to call the blow-by-blow and let y'all know we're going to call the fights. And I'll be focused on boxing and got this channel to save my senses, goddammit. Because remember, I started this channel and it was called Fight or Go Extinct because I was talking about clones and shit. And I was like, you know what? I can't just make this my whole life. I got to find an outlet. And I got that from Preacher Paulie from Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy. Remember when she came to him, was like, what you need is an outlet. And I was like, I need an outlet. I was like, we're going to call these fights. I'm going to watch it anyway. So I might as well call the blow-by-blow. Keep me sane. Fuck that. Alrighty. Let's get back to it. The wreckage. The aliens were found to be creatures not related to the humans. In late 1949, another alien aircraft crashed in the United States and was recovered partially intact by the military. 1 alien of extraterrestrial origin survived the crash. The surviving alien was male and called itself EBE. The alien was thoroughly interrogated by military intelligence personnel at a base in New Mexico. The alien's language was translated by means of pictographs. It was learned the alien came from the planet in the Zeta Reticuli star system, approximately 40 light years from Earth. EBE lived until June 18th, 1952, when he died to an unexplained illness. During the time period EBE was alive, he provided valuable information regarding space technology, origins of the universe, and the exobiological matters. Further data is contained in attachment 2. The recovery of alien crafts lead the United States on an extensive investigation program to determine whether these aliens possess a direct threat to our national security. In 1947, the newly created Air Force initiated a program to investigate incidents involving unidentified flying objects. The program was operated under 3 different code names: Grudge, Sign, and finally, Blue Book. The original mission of the Air Force program was to collect and analyze all reported sightings or incidents involving UFOs and determine whether the information could be interpreted as having any bearing on the security of the United States. Some information has evaluated with the idea, some information was evaluated with the idea of using the gained data to advance our own space technology and further space programs. 90% of the estimated 12,000 reports analyzed by the Air Force were considered hoaxes, explained aerial phenomena, or natural astronomical objects. The other 10% were considered legitimate alien sightings and or incidents. However, not all UFO sightings or incidents were reported under the Air Force program. Slow down, Chuck. In 1953, Project Gleam was initiated by order of President Eisenhower, who believed the UFOs presented a threat to the national security of the United States. Project Gleam, which became Project Aquarius in 1966, was a parallel reporting system for UFO sightings and incidents. Reports collected under Project Aquarius were considered actual sightings of alien aircrafts or contacts with alien life forms. Most reports were made by reliable military and Defense Department civilian personnel. In 1958, the United States recovered a third alien aircraft from the desert of Utah. The aircraft was in excellent flying condition. The aircraft was apparently abandoned by aliens for some unexplained reason. Since no alien life forms were found in or around the aircraft was considered a technological marvel by the United States scientists. However, the operating instrumentations of the aircrafts were so complex that our scientists could not interrupt their operations. The aircraft was stored in a top security area and analyzed throughout the years by our best aerospace scientists. The United States gained a large volume of technological data from the recovered alien craft. A detailed description and further information regarding the aircraft is explained in Attachment 3. Several independent scientific investigations at the request of the Air Force and CIA were initiated during the era of Project Blue Book. MJ-12 decided that officially the Air Force should end their investigation of UFOs. This decision was arrived at during the unreadable meeting, Attachment 4, in 1966. The reason was twofold. First, the United States had established communications with the aliens. The United States felt relatively sure the aliens' exploration of Earth was non-aggressive and non-hostile. It was also established that the aliens' presence did not directly threaten the security of the United States. Secondly, the public was beginning to believe that UFOs were real. The NSC felt the public feeling could lead to nationwide panic. The United States was involved in several sensitive projects during this third period. It was felt that public awareness of these projects would have jeopardized the future space program of the United States. Therefore, MJ-12 decided that an independent scientific study of the UFO phenomena would be needed to satisfy public curiosity. The study concluded that sufficient data did not exist that would indicate UFOs threatened the security of the United States. The final conclusion satisfied the government and allowed the Air Force to officially step out of the UFO investigating period. When the Air Force officially closed Project Blue Book in December 1969, Project Aquarius continued operation under control of NSC/MJ-12. The NSC felt investigations of UFO sightings and incidents had to continue in secrecy without any public knowledge. The reasoning behind the decision was this. If the Air Force continued its investigation of UFOs, eventually some uncleared and unbriefed Air Force or Defense Department civilian officials would obtain the facts behind Project Aquarius, like what I got now. Obviously, so shout out to whoever risked their life for this, because you know they dead. Obviously, this could not be allowed. In order to continue the investigation of UFO sightings and incidents in secrecy, investigators from the CIA and DCD, editors note, one source indicated that DCD probably refers to the domestic collection functions within the CIA, illegal under law. So that's what CIA/CDC, that's the editor's note in that. And the MJ-12, the DCD, and that's supposed to be the domestic collection function, and the MJ-12 were assigned to military and other governmental agencies with orders to investigate all legitimate UFO and IAC sightings, that's identify alien crafts, and incidents. These agents are presently operating at various locations throughout the United States and Canada. All reports are filtered either directly or indirectly to Majestic 12. These agents are collecting reports of UFO IAC sightings. Okay, blah. They ain't talking about shit. I thought they was gonna get some good shit. The contact lasted an approximately, okay, let's go back. Okay, so we got that. They ain't talking about shit. That was the briefing. That was the document. Let's get back to underground bases and missing children and extraterrestrials. So we'll get back to that real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, coming back alive and coming back to it, continuing on with the article that we started with, underground bases, missing children and extraterrestrials. So let's get to it. When the missiles, not planes, hit the Pentagon on 9/11, it hit the Naval Intelligence section of the building. This was part of the internal war between Aquarius and Com-12 being played out. Remember, Aquarius was the bad guys and Com-12, they supposed to be the good guys. So let's pull up Com-12. Oh, that's going to be later down the line. Oh, that's in this article? Oh, what is this? I think I didn't. Oh, I got to read this to y'all too. This is Project Mannequin, UK cloning, mind control, and genetic enhancement program. This was written by James Cashboat, the dude who I'm reading the article from now. This was written in 2007. Alrighty, so let's pull this up. That's graduation year. That's facts. Ooh, that's Louisiana on top. Lil Wayne, goddammit, we in Wayne's world. Wilding on Blue Dolphins. Facts. Aquarius, and all right, let's get back to it. Aquarius has also enlisted the help of Hollywood and the mainstream media to twist the facts of the alien agenda and blind the public to the truth. Sir Martin Wakefield Jacob was director for the Telegraph newspaper in 1986. He is also connected to MI6 and is involved with laundering MI6 drug money through the Bank of England. Jacob was the director of the Bank of England from 1987 to 1995. Former head of the CIA, William Casey, was head of the Council of the Media Network ABC. Many insiders refer to the ABC network as the CIA network. The gray and reptilian aliens working together with the military and the underground bases is called MIEC, Military Industrial Extraterrestrial Complex. This is a malevolent organization, as you shall see with the following information. There are also benevolent extraterrestrials on this planet. These groups are not part of the Military Industrial Extraterrestrial Complex. The Pleiades, Andromeda, Lyra, Procyon, Iceta, Sirius A, Umo. These groups seem to work together in some kind of protective federation, the Galactic Federation. Remember that? On February 20th, 1954, a delegation from these groups met with the Eisenhower administration in an unsuccessful effort to reach an agreement on the U.S. thermonuclear weapons program. The stubble block of these negotiations was that the extraterrestrials was not willing to provide technology that might have been used by the military industrial factions of the Eisenhower administration. These peace-loving human-looking beings refused to be co-opted into the emerging military industrial extraterrestrial complex in the US, Britain, Russia, and elsewhere on the planet. On July 11th, 1934, The first treaty with the Greys from Orion occurred aboard a naval ship in Balboa. This was one of the most important events in human history because it thrusted us into a role we were not prepared for as regards to being the host to a malevolent extraterrestrial race. The U.S. federal government disintegrated the Constitution of the United States by doing this and not telling the people. It was here that the agreement was first made between the Greys representing the reptilians from Orion and representatives of the U.S. intelligence community. The treaty stated that in return for the Greys providing high technology, anti-gravity metals and alloys, environment-free energy, and medical technology, the government would allow the Greys to proceed unhindered with human abductions. This was only if a list of abductees was provided to the government and the abductees returned unharmed with their memories of their events erased. In 1944, the second extension of the treaty was signed. It has very little details of this. In May 1954, again under the Eisenhower administration, the third extension of this treaty was signed, called the Treaty of Gradea, the Gradea Treaty. The Greys and Reptilians blatantly broke the terms of this treaty, as we shall see later in this information. The Gradea Treaty was agreed upon at the Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico by the Greys and the Ultra Unit in the NSA. The original document of this treaty and the extraterrestrial material from it can be found today at the NSA facility called Blue Moon underneath Kirkland Air Force Base in New Mexico. The entrance to this underground base is in the Manzano Mountains. Also at this location is the technological base of the secretive Department of Energy. Today's free energy devices developed from gray and reptilian technology are being built for use in space at the DOE base. What did we just read? The United States Space Force is the military's sixth branch, established on December 20th, 2019 to organize, train, and equip personnel to protect the U.S. and allied interests from space. Y'all playing games. These niggas ain't playing. They dead ass. Let's get back to it. Woohoo, they over here cooking. A truly nightmare situation is now unfolding. Phil Snyder was a geologist, structural engineer, and underground tunneling expert for the U.S. government and the United Nations. He participated in the construction of many deep underground military bases in North America and other countries. Phil was murdered by the CIA on January 17, 1996 in his apartment in Wilsonville in Portland, Oregon. In 1979, in Dulce, New Mexico, Phil Snyder was drilling into the desert there to build an auxiliary base in the southern end of Dulce on top of an already existing underground base there. The already existing base had been built by the U.S. government in the 1940s under Operation Blue Note, but afterwards had been taken over by Greys and Reptilians. This shit crazy. Over a period of 2 days, Phil and his team had drilled 4 holes in the desert that went down several thousand feet. One of the holes kept bringing up dirty dust, putrid odors, and broken off machine bits that were sent down the hole. Boring machines and lasers came back damaged when they were sent down there. A probe was then sent down that came back up totally missing. Eventually, people were sent down. Phil Snyder was the first person to go. He was lowered down into the cave, and when he got down there, standing around 10 feet away were 2 7-foot-tall gray aliens. He became petrified, but managed to empty 1 clip from his pistol into the Greys. Oh, he emptying clips on the Greys. Shoot an alien. And remember, hold on, y'all think this shit a game. Let me pull up this. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. We can pull up Phil Snyder. Let's pull up Phil Snyder. I think we can pull this up on YouTube. Let me see. I think you can pull up Phil Snyder YouTube. November 1995. See. Check this out, y'all. Look what I found. Look what I got.
What they call demons, gray demons, little gray guys, all quite the place. A lot of rumors and other kinds of things have come out of there. Of course, people have stood on the outside for years and wondered at what's been flying there. There's all kinds of things been flying. Let me give you a brief overview. Start in ancient history land here. Back in 1909, the U.S. cavalry was engaged in catching some banditos that had crossed over the Mexican border into a place called Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And they went into a cave or a hideout and killed the so-called bandits, but what they found out they couldn't explain. And they were called horseshoe craft at that time, or horseshoe ships. There were UFOs, and they saw these, what they called demons, gray demons, little gray guys all around the place. That was in 1909. Now in 1933, our government was actively engaged with the Europeans, mostly the French and the English, in special researches dealing with aerial phenomenon. And once,
hold on, ladies and gentlemen. He said 1933. I remember that. Y'all got to remember. Let me pull this up real quick. Y'all got to remember. Y'all probably don't remember this shit. But if we pull this up right here, we can type this in. Hold on. We get some shit called the Great Agenda. And that breaks that down. He said 1933. Hold on. Let me find this shit. God damn it. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. The Van Allen belt. What's going on with the Van Allen belt? I'll read about that. Oh my God. Let me see something real quick. They said that 1933. I remember that. Hold on, let me type it right here. $1933. Read this before. That's why y'all asses got to read. Gray Agenda. Bam. It was this. Gray Agenda. I think it was LFA. Letters from Andromeda. Found it. Bam. But check this shit out. The Greys made contact with a world governmental body for the first time in 1933 in Germany. However, they were turned away by the German government because it had already committed itself to involvement with the Giza intelligence, a renegade group of human extraterrestrials that were headquartered under the Giza Plateau in Egypt. And remember, they just said they found all that shit under the Giza, all them powers and pyramids and all that shit under the Giza. Remember that? They were predominantly Pleiadians. They were their own, and they was by Ashtar and all some other bullshit. But during the 1930s, the Germans were building rockets and starting a space program due to their contacts with the extraterrestrials of the Giza intelligence. The technology developed, however, was used to create weapons because the German governing body involved were concerned that there was going to be an alien invasion. The Giza intelligence had told them that the great aliens were here to invade, but this actually did not occur. Plans for weapons such as sound devices, lasers, neutron bombs, particle beam weapons were designed. Although many of these weapons were not created until much later in history, a lot of our technology came from other technology was shared with the Germans. The United States was the first to open its doors to the alien race known as the Greys. I have been told of only one contact in 1934 where the Greys made their presence known in the U.S. government in the state of Washington. I don't know the particular details, but somehow the government knew that the graves was there. It wasn't until 1947 that actual contact occurred when the aliens with the aliens in the United States officials. Now let's go back to Phil Snyder.
Once again, the term flying saucer or flying disc didn't come about until much later, supposedly right around the mid-1940s. Anyway, the whole thing here is that also in 1946, I might want to add, we were engaged in atomic bomb testing and this kind of a like, and of course the area of Bikini Atoll. Some of the pictures are over here on the white board, showing with the actual language of both the U.S. When you listen to ALT and basically what's going on with these deep underground military bases, what they're being used for, what is the present situation now being employed both by our federal government, which is slowly being phased out by the United Nations government, as well as the New World, end quote, the New World Order, which is an even higher entity, and who these higher entities are taking their orders from.
The reptilians.
And try and link up basically what's going on. A lot of us have been kept in the dark. We've been given, maybe most recently over here, photographs of an alien at Roswell. I'll just make a very brief statement about that. The photographs cannot stand up to a computer grain analysis test and therefore are retouched or faked. They're not real. The real one, the real photograph of the charred or dead alien that was, or one of the several that were autopsied, is over here, was given to me by a friend by the name of Skip Frombach of Seattle. And his father worked as one of the principal doctors. He was from Germany at the time. And,
I bet he was from Germany. Remember what we just read? At its ways in Germany, 1933. They turned away Germany, and then America came and got with the aliens. This is the gray agenda. This was breaking down what's going on in the real world. And then that's what they talk about. May 29th, Holloman Air Force Base made an agreement. This is what he's talking about. Let's tap in.
Worked on some of the autopsy material, from what I understand, along with other people. Anyway, you just can't believe everything. And that goes for me. You got to get out there and do your homework. Like I always say, you might don't put your audience has encountered. We dare to put in print the so-called the Strategic Defense Initiative, or Lee Rummel, has encountered totally unaccounted for. Lee Rummel, on his deathbed, he kind of told everybody in total shock. I was one of them. In fact, I didn't believe him. I thought he was kind of in delirium or something like that. And of course, other things have come up since. And so I thought I was doing
I'm trying to find where he told the story of him going down and him having a shootout with the aliens. I'm trying to find where he told the story of him shooting and murdering aliens and shit.
Nation became, end quote, free. Totally in bringing and nose in here and there, and that senator finds out either nicely or not so nicely that you don't do things like that. Other things telling us that have happenstance to crash 106 of these submarines. They're plying the waters and the waves of niobium, titanium, rhenium, copper oxide. This complex group of elements, not found on the Earth in specific quantities. This was developed at Los Alamos through EG&G and other outfits, are employed in all black jet aircraft, all of them, including the, end quote, sport model, the little flying saucer we and they'll sit out there as material found at. So once again, these underground bases are most likely been planned as underground prison camps and slave labor factories for the New World Order. New World Order, by the way, is getting, and I'm probably the only person ever talking about this.
Alrighty, so that break that down with Phil Snyder, so we can get back reading the deep underground bases, missing children, and extraterrestrials. Phil Snyder was a geologist, structural engineer, and underground tunneling expert who participated in the construction of many deep underground cities and bases in North America and abroad. In May of 1995, suffering from terminal cancer, he began giving talks in Las Vegas describing in detail the underground cities, the government's secret deal with negative aliens, high alien technology being employed by the government, including cobalt element 140, mining on the moon, FEMA and martial law, the new world order takeover, the alien new world order, genocide agenda to reduce the Earth's population by 85% before 2029, and a host of other stunning revelations. Phil Snyder was an extraordinary brave man who knew that he was going to be killed because of the information he was revealing to the American public. His fingers on his left hand were burnt off. His bones were burnt. He was basically cooked. He was in radiation isolation therapy for 400 plus days. That's when he said the aliens went like this, and then the alien's chest opened up and a particle beam shot him up and blasted his shit's nitty. Blah blah blah. I'm tired of reading all this shit. I gotta do my Keith one-time Thurman and Sebastian Fundora clips, but y'all can read all this shit, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We'll do more stuff like this, but I'll just make a live and say we're gonna talk about some conspiracy shit. No, we're gonna talk about aliens. Fuck it. I'm gonna say we're gonna talk about aliens, and y'all can come tap in. I'll make a thumbnail. Subscribe to the channel. Do it right now, because we're gonna tap in and I'm gonna get you right. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I appreciate you. Keith one-time Thurman. It's all right, champ. And I'm about to hit these shorts up. Heath, I'm about to title these shorts crazy, but keep your head up, baby. We're going to be right here. And now I'm going to leave y'all. You know what? I can leave y'all with the slap. Y'all can listen to me rap since y'all stayed this long. 1 to X, let's go. The time is upon us. Your consciousness is set free. Released from illusions and all the fuckery. The gates is open. Tell them demons to roam free. The vortex is open. Control your energy. My eyes the third, so I'ma let self be original guardian of these galaxies. My heart is pure, get the feather and weigh me. The gold in my veins is proof of alchemy. Picture perfect, the frame hangs my masterpiece. The human body intrigued by the anatomy. Connection linked to the universe lies inside of me. Black magic, the devil, I am his prodigy. No apologies given, fuck your society. Sacrificial the lamb, I quote that Bible piece. I'm a chemist, that menace created alchemy. Pine Mills, the penthouse, I'm chilling upon a balcony. One thought, it's over, I'm serpent just like a cobra. The ruler is on high in this kush, kingdom is potent, my yacht. I got the balance, my wings, Horus the falcon, deliver us from this evil I vanquish, make the announcement. I don't come in peace, I'm here to bloody sheets. The bed of indoctrination, they done put you to sleep. Adrenaline shot in his veins, he's staying woke. The triple darkness of mother, I'm just playing the host. The time is upon us, your consciousness is set free. Released from illusions and all the fuckery. The gates is open, tell them demons to roam free. The vortex is open, control your energy. My eyes the third, so I'ma let self be original guardian of these galaxies. My heart is pure, get the feather and weigh me. The gold in my veins is proof of alchemy. The gates is open, the subdivision has opened up. I had the key, it was confidence, time to run amok. Relay race to the knowledge, the wizard finished first. Put a spell on this galaxy, magic is in us. I control it all, resting peacefully in all. Crystals, manifestations of self, I done seen it all. Back and forth to the future, the pharaohs I recall. Me standing tall on these pyramids that will never fall. Pangea, I'm one. Sothis is the silver sun. Brimstone, fire, and hell. Lucifer, I become. Tapped into myself, centered like equator belts. Slave master flow, Willie Lynch. Why do you hate yourself? I'm passionate with it. Destiny's a sovereign mission. I don't have to follow the rules. I created religion. So all them gods in heaven, nigga, they bow down. I got the crown on my head. I'm talking chakras now. The time is upon us, your consciousness is set free. Released from illusions and all the fuckery. The gates is open, tell them demons to roam free. The vortex is open, control your energy. My eyes the third, so I'ma let self be. Original guardian of these galaxies. My heart is pure, get the feather and weigh me. The gold in my veins is proof of alchemy. I am the absolute of nothingness. I am not this body. All things are permitted. Anoint me with my secret names of power. So let it be. I shizzle my nizzle.